Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night, whatever that might be, and welcome back to another live stream or live and live on this beautiful Friday, April 10th. I hope y'all having a fantastic day because I sure am having a day. Hello, Cowben. Hopefully you're also having a good day. Today, lads, we'll be doing a bunch of stuff that I haven't done in a while. Reactions, I know, crazy. We have two things I'm going to be reacting to today, and then I'll follow the rest of the stream with something else that I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing. But we're going to be watching the Mongil Stardive live stream that happened. Sadly, it is still fully only on in English. There is some translated subtitles before, or there is some translated subtitles, but I don't know how accurate they are. And I have been told about some stuff that they did showcase on that live stream. So we're gonna go over that and like see what is going on with the game, since it is releasing in less than 5 days. But to be honest, this entire week is very busy. Tomorrow we also have the Stellosora live stream. HSR live stream happened today, although those ones I tend to keep it for myself. We have the Genshin live stream that happened a few days ago as well. Then you also have the ZZ one surely happening somewhat soon as well. No, they showed Shisha, or the Snake Girl, recently. I don't remember if Shisha is the Stellosora girl. Shisia, something like that. It's hard to keep track of with all that many characters. Then you also have the Anfield live stream tomorrow. Why is everyone having a live stream tomorrow? Is it because it's Saturday? I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna be watching the live stream first for Mongil, see what they truly have there. Again, I hope they mention a bit more of the issues that I talked about on my last video, in case you you didn't watch it. Essentially, Mongil Stardive had a few issues, to say nonetheless, to say a little, on the closed beta test that I played, and those issues were very hard to ignore. Play Black Souls on stream, trust? I streamed Black Souls 2 for my Patreon. There is a 2-hour gameplay there for free that you can watch there. But nothing happened because the game is boring as shit, and not like it takes like hours and hours and hours of interesting content to make it cool. Unlike boring content to make have like a 5-minute interesting bit of cutscene. But yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna remove the music real quick. Put myself here in the corner. Well, I just couldn't find the game interesting. But you know, each one to their own, and each one likes the content that they do. I just happen to not like Black Souls. I found it boring. No! I love it. Oh, motherfucker. Here you go. Oh. Okay. So, we're gonna skip the 10 minutes here. I do have the subtitles here. Hopefully, they are auto-generated, so again, there will be probably things that are wrong. They said they will eventually add a subtitled one officially, but they haven't, so this is all we have for now. And I want to see what they have happening. But yeah, let's see. By the way, hello YouTube. I'm gonna post this as a reaction afterwards, after the stream. So if you want to watch these live, make sure to join us at twitch.tv/Raikon or here on YouTube as I stream basically almost every other day, essentially at 3 PM GMT +1 or BST, whatever you want to use. But yeah. Cloud and Verna? I don't remember her name. Hurry and show the lolly. Relax. They have Verena, essentially. If you like Verena, you have a character for you here. Verna. Okay.
어둠을 이겨내고 모든 생명이 조화와 균형을 이룰지어다. 그러게.
몬스터들과 함께
Okay, so this is exposition
내 이상향이
to the lore.
하지만 시면은 늘 우리의 곁에 있으니 어둠은
They also have Neray, but Neray's a fox girl and she's mine.
운명을 거스른 자, 저항하는 자, 그리고 뒤바꿀 자.
And that girl as well. I can't remember her name.
진실을 마주할
I only remember Neray because I fucking hated her kit.
뿐이잖아.
왜? 그래도 희망이 있단 말 아냐? 뒤얽힌 인연은 그렇게
Like her sister.
새로운 세계에
They're both divine foxes, but I can't remember her name.
근데 이 그림
But I used her as well.
본거 같지?
Kumiho? No, Kumiho. I think that's her name. Kumiho?
가자. 나 배고파.
It's Kumiho and Neray, I think. And you play them together because Neray reduces enemy ice infliction, or like they makes the enemies take increased ice damage and fire damage. So gods? I'm not sure quite what they are, but they're divine spirits or something like that.
오늘 저희의 라이브를 위해서 두 분 모셨습니다. 몽길 스타다이브 담당해주신 이동조 PD님 그리고
Guy, charge of Mongil Studio and business division manager.
네.
Why is the business manager here?
저희가 쇼케이스를 처음으로 우리 다이버즈 여러분들께 공개를 했는데 그 이후로 정말 많은 분들께서 다양한 의견들을 주셨습니다.
Indeed, we have given you a wide range of opinions. So when does this game come out? In 4 days.
드릴 건데 그 전에 오늘만큼은 숨 참고 스타 다이브 압수 금지입니다. 하시면 안 됩니다. 아셨죠? 네. 하시면 안 됩니다. 네. 이제 반성하셔야 돼요. 하시면 안 됩니다. 이거 압수입니다. 이게 평생 압수예요.
네.
네. 두 분은 우리의 아이브가 아니에요.
Mhm.
아셨죠?
네.
두 분은
Okay.
우리의 장원영이 아니기 때문에 네, 그거 하시면 안 됩니다. 아셨죠? 네.
Also, I see the shirt. That's Ophelia top left, Daisy bottom left. She's the Verena girl. The top is Verna. Top right is... Fuck, I know her name. She's the horny cat girl nurse. I think starts with a P. I can't remember. And then the bottom right is an array, and then the bottom is Kumiho. Okay, Lee Dongjo.
안녕하세요. 몽길 담당 사업부장 강동기입니다.
Kang Dong-yi.
뭐죠? 숨 참고 스타다이브 하고 이렇게 헤엄치실 때랑은 약간
Did they actually do this actually live? Is that what happens?
이렇게 막 헤엄하셨던 그 패기는 어디 가셨어요?
제가 의욕이 되게 앞섰던 것 같고요. 네. 참 뭐라 드릴 말씀이 없습니다.
Okay, I think they actually did this live.
긴장을 많이
I'm of the opinion that these live streams should not be done actually live. It makes like these awkward moments be extra painful. But yeah, for someone who played the beta, you suck with names. I played it 6 months ago, bro. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. Since 6 months ago, a lot has happened in my life, okay? Like, I still have the VOD from that live stream where I played, I played it on stream 2 times, and then most of the other time was played off stream. And listen, it's been a while. I haven't really kept up with the game as much as I would hope, because they don't really do much marketing, I'll be honest. They went dark for quite a bit.
그래서 오늘 정말 여러분들께서 궁금해하셨던 다이버저 여러분들께서
That's why my video is based off of my opinion, on my review of 6 months ago, not a current up-to-date one.
어떤 식으로 게임에 녹아들어야 될지 좀 궁금하신 부분들
Grab a cookie and my life will be fixed. God, I wish it was that easy.
질문을 받았더니 그러면 설마 이거 녹방으로 하는 거 아니야? 막 이렇게 말씀하시는 분들
Okay, yeah, that they're confirming that this is actually purely live.
질문들도 시원하게 말씀드리고 오늘 지금 채팅방에서 우리 다이버즈 여러분들께서 굉장히 많은 채팅으로 이야기를 해주시고 계시네요. 네, 그래서 라이브 때도 여러분들께서 질문을 해주시면 저희가 잠시 후에 준비된 거 다 보내드리고 그 다음에
Also, is Netmarble purely Korean?
진행을 해보도록 하겠습니다.
I thought Netmarble was Chinese, no? Let me confirm that. I know they did the solo leveling game and the 7 Deadly Sins one, but I didn't know if if Netmarble itself was Korean.
질문들이 좀 비슷비슷했어요. 6개의 질문을
I don't know if they showcase characters here. I don't know much about this live stream.
여러분들께서 보내주신 질문 그 워딩
Is
그대로
Netmarble
질문을 드리도록 하겠습니다. 첫 번째 Q&A 질문이에요. 아마 보내주신 질문 중에 이
Yes, it is South Korean. Okay.
많은 질문이라고 생각이 듭니다. 쇼케이스 왜 그랬어요? 라고 우리 다이버즈 여러분들께서 딱 쇼케이스 왜 그랬어요?
Why did you do that with the showcase? Huh? Again, like these subtitles might not be fully correct. Also, let me move them so y'all can also see them.
쇼케이스 왜 그러셨어요?
일단 뭐 앞에서도 말씀드렸듯이 저희가 좀 의혹이
Okay, dude, like it's just so filled with so many awkward moments. Holy fuck.
입장에서는
I'm.
그 관심을 좀 받고 싶었다고 해야 될까요? 좀 어떻게든지 이게 좀 너무 오랜만에 후속작으로 찾아뵙다 보니까
Wait, is Mongil Star Dive a sequel? Wait a minute.
그게 제일 컸고요.
I know Mongil is the first name, and then you have Star Dive, but is there another Mongil game?
뭐 이런 그좀 뭐랄까요 내부에서 그런
Again, I don't.
들어졌던 것 같아요. 어쨌든
Mongil is something that I have just not really kept up.
왜냐면 요즘 좀 경쟁 상황들이 되게 팍팍하잖아요. 그래서 사업 입장에서는 조금 되게
This isn't fully live. The live stream has happened. I would skip it, but I don't think that there's a point. They might say some stuff.
주변을 볼 수가 없잖아요. 그런 부분들 때문에 조금 안 좋은 선택을 했었던 것 같고 지금은 이제 말씀을 많이 해주셔서 정신을 좀 되게 다시 한번 바짝 차렸고 이게 사실 한 번에 잘 해드려야 되는데 그런 부분들을 못했던 게 조금 담당 사업부장
Oh, it is.
되게 좀
It is a sequel to Monster Taming.
해주셨으니까 지금 같은 부분들 좀 보여드리지 않도록 더 조심하면서 좀 준비를 해 나가겠습니다. 계속 말씀드리고 싶은 건 결국엔 좀 진짜 눈에 띄고 싶고 잘 이 게임을 좀 널리
Never played it.
알려드리고 싶었다.
간절하셨군요.
네네네.
주목을 엄청 받고 싶어가지고.
네, 그러니까 저 넷마블에 오래 있었는데 사실은 이렇게 좀 좋은 프로젝트를 담당하기 너무 오랜만이어서 좀 어떻게 해서든지 좀 알려드리고 싶었다. 이렇게 좀 생각을 했습니다.
네, 그래서 지금 채팅방에 난리 났잖아요. 위대한 초피
네.
해명 부탁드립니다. 거기 이 두 분 인스타 쇼츠 금지.
네.
네, 당분간 보시면 안 돼요.
네, 알겠습니다.
거기 올라오는 쇼츠들과 와 이거 새로운 밈이잖아. 이거
Okay.
한번 스타다이브에다 접목을 해봐야지. 이거 안 됩니다. 금지입니다. 당분간 개그 욕심 금지. 네, 안 됩니다.
네.
웃는 게 아니시죠 지금?
네, 죄송합니다. 네.
근데 지금 우리 다이버즈
I'm-
여러분들께서 지금 질문이 6개밖에 안 되냐? 우린 더 할 말이 많은데 궁금한 것도 많은데 더 이야기 안 들어주냐라고 지금 이야기를 해주시는 것 같은데요. 네, 걱정하지 마세요. 저희 라이브 Q&A도 있습니다. 저희가 지금 오늘
This girl's messing with your head. She is like the energy between her and the actual developers is so different, right? Also, I just noticed that my green screen thing is not doing very good at removing the green screen, but it's fine.
그냥 라이브 빌드를 라이브 방송에서 공개를 해드릴 예정이에요. 그래서 함께 보면서
Okay, they're planning to show it live and explain the game a bit, and then live Q&A.
자리해 주셨으면 좋겠고 아까 동조형 라이브면은 손을 좀 흔들어 주세요라고 하던데 한번 네 손을 흔들어 주시면 라이브입니다. 여러분 네 라이브입니다. 지금 BM이 굉장히 궁금하다고 알겠습니다. BM도 저희가 말씀을 드리는 지금 많은 분들께서 너무 쇼케이스인데 재미 위주로 가려다 보니까 몽길 스타다이브가 도대체 어떤 게임이냐 도대체 뭘 보여주고
True, I guess, again, they didn't really showcase too much of Mongil Star Dive outside of the closed beta test, and they didn't
Boring.
I was good. Thank you so much for the follow.
Isn't
Thank you.
there
I
anything
appreciate
else
that.
more
Hope you enjoy your
interesting
stay.
to do?
Again, they didn't really do much of a marketing push on either closed beta test. On the closed beta test one, they only really got Braxophone and Sticks. On closed beta test 2, they didn't really also get that many people. Like there was, I think, one big content creator talking about it. And this week, they actually got streamers to play the game early. But that's about it. They haven't really done much of a marketing push outside of that.
재미있는 것들을 좀 이렇게 하려다 보니 이제 게임 소개가 조금 아쉽다. 여러분들께 더 전달해드리지 못한다. 뭐 이런 것들이 좀 많이 이야기를 해주셔서 오늘은 좀
We'll show you some today.
그래서 결국에는 게임에 대한 그런 설명들이 조금 아쉬워서 도대체 몽길 스타 다이브는
Yeah, it's a bit hard to explain. I mean, it isn't hard and it is at the same time because yeah, it's just your classic 3D gacha action RPG, but the difference here is that you collect the monsters to upgrade your characters and like affect your build. Like it's anime-ish, but it's like it's anime style, but also not quite anime style. It's a bit hard to explain the art style as well. Like it's not like fully traditional anime. Like it has a different, the environment has a different vibe. The characters have a different vibe. I don't know how to explain it. It has its Western vibe on it. Can we date them? The closed beta test 2 didn't have much.
레다님 저희 게임을 제가 잘 설명하고
I cannot tell you if you can date them or not. Probably like some relationship bonuses stuff, but I don't know the limitations of it. Again, I sent for a partnership request. I haven't heard from them, but we'll see. I can't tell you much because I myself don't know much. Oh yeah, I do know that PvP is not a thing. I don't know why people thought PvP would be a thing.
근데 좋아요. 게임 세계관 재밌을 것 같고 그리고 몬길에 대해서 모르시는 분들도 계시겠지만 사실
But they did one thing that they did show on the previous not a live stream but like video is that was the drop rates of each character. So it is 1% 6-star drop rates and or 5 stars, sorry, the highest rank, whatever you want to call it. And there is no 50-50 and the hard pity is 90. So same hard pity as Genshin but no 50-50. Just put the fox girls in the bag. Although one thing that they talk here. One thing that I do hope that they do, like legit, I think the biggest thing that I hope they do is fix an array, the blue fox girl.
많은 분들이 아마 최애 후보로 미나를 선택을 하셨을 거란 말이에요. 예. 근데 하필 픽업이 미나가 아니잖아요. 첫 픽업이 미나가 아니잖아요. 그래서 왜 첫
Yeah.
픽업을
Oh, wait, is her name Mina? Okay, it might not. Kumiho might be her title and Mina.
우리 강남역 지하철 그리고 홍보하는
Okay, yeah. Okay, her name is Mina, not Kumiho. Kumiho is her title.
오고 있고 심지어 게임 썸네일에도 미나가
Sorry, the fire. So the fire fox girl is Mina, and the little sister with blue hair is Naray. Also, the first speak up is Esther. They showed that yesterday or the day before.
왜 서로 양보를 하세요?
이게 이제 사업부 쪽에서는
네.
되게 심플하거든요. 그러니까 사실은 이제 캐릭터를 되게 잘 만들어 주셨어요. 그래서 그 모든
Just fix Naray's, and like if they fix Naray, like and her little sister, yes, it is the girl's little sister. There's a big fox girl and there's a small fox girl.
순서에 맞게끔 하자.
Hi, Ladia. How you doing?
핵심 캐릭터인 뭐 오피리아나
Yeah, it's the first set of the story is all about Ophelia and her wanting to go back to the capital or brother or something like that.
펜이나 데이지.
Yes, then there's Esther.
뭐 지원이라던가 가비 뭐
We didn't get Daisy stuff. Did we get Daisy content? No, I think it ended in episode 2.
들이나 집중되는 캐릭터들이 되게 많이 있어요. 근데 이
We didn't get to see Daisy.
다 픽업
Like it ended on the second region.
그래서 사실
Valhir.
하면서 되게 여러 차례
And of course, there's a category for it already. There's been a category for it since like a year ago, since the first closed beta test, Ladia.
때 게임을 플레이할 때 되게 더 수월한 방향으로 조금 순서를 정하자. 그래서 에피소드 순서에 맞춰서 좀 픽업 캐릭터를 정했고요. 근데 에피소드
Okay, I'm actually surprised that they're doing it by episode order.
픽업을 돌려야 되는데 그거는 또 저희 입장에서 또 똑같은 소리를 항상 또 듣게 되니까 역시 뭐 이런 말 해도 될지 모르겠지만 돈마블이 또 뭐 넷마블 했네라는 소리를 들을 수 없다 이런 생각을 해서
Netmarble is being Netmarble.
하지만 픽업 횟수를 줄이자라고 해서
Okay, so they're increasing the time between the banners to make players not feel that they always have to pull.
가장 먼저 나오니 그때를 하고 그다음에 미나를 하자. 요렇게 조금 정했습니다.
또 그런 것도 좀 있었어요.
Okay, Esther first and then Mina. When's Naray?
를 만나게 되는데
네.
When is Naray? Naray is not standard.
의도가 있는
When is Naray?
에스테가
I'm assuming after Mina?
상황을 가지고 있기도 하기 때문에 좀 더 수월한 플레이, 특히 이벤트나 이런
Yes,
거
Esther is for Amon.
많이 받으시고 이제
Yeah, I remember this. So the thing is with Amon, and I hope they change it. Like, so when they're talking about Amon, they're talking about one of the conquest bosses. He's first a main story boss, and then you go end up fighting him as a daily boss if you want to get like gear for it, for a specific type of gear set. But one of the issues I had with these type of bosses was the fact that they had very strong resistances to every element but one. So we'll see.
내 미나를 그러면 도대체 언제 만나볼 수 있는 거냐? 빨리 만나볼 수 있는 거냐? 이거 굉장히 중대 사항이거든요. 우리 미나를 최애로 삼고 아내로 삼고 있는 분들한테 굉장히 중대 사항인데 그러면 언제 만나볼 수 있는?
I'll be honest, Mina is fine. I prefer I unironically prefer the Nuray, her sister, but they're fine. I'm gonna be using both if I can.
이따가 뭐 이제 비님께서 설명을 해주실 것 같은데 저희 픽업 주기는 일단은 3주 정도로 생각을 하고
3-week banner. Okay.
되게 잦은 뭐 픽업
Bunny outfit or swimsuit? I don't know how much Netmarble is with gooning.
자생원 이따 또 순서에서 피디님이 설명한
So expectations is around 3-week banners. Okay.
여러분 조금 진정해 주세요. 예, 우리
Now the question is, are they gonna do halves? Like one half this, one half that?
기깔나게
We'll see.
뽑으셨더라고요. 그거 보면 누구나 다 네, 그렇게 생각을 하실 텐데 일단은 네, 우리 미나단들은 조금만 기다려 주시면 네, 그러면 좋겠습니다.
Okay, so they're putting Mina not as the first banner character. Okay.
알겠습니다. 그러면 텐션을 조금만 낮춰 볼까요? 우리 여러분들의 Q&A를 위해서. 좋아요. 그러면 우리 미나를 좋아하시는 분들은 일단 조금만 더 기다려 주시면 좋겠고 무엇보다 스토리의 흐름에 따라서 에피소드의 흐름에 따라서 진행을 한다.
Okay, they're saying that to wait for the episodes. Okay.
근데 저희가 쇼케이스에서 조금 강조드려야 되는 그 부분들이 있었는데 가장 중요한 게 사실 런칭이에요. 런칭 날짜까지는 나왔는데 우리가 미리 대비할 수 있는 시간이 있느냐 없느냐 이것도 되게 중요하거든요. 오픈하자마자 바로 달려가야 되는데 말이에요. 그래서 런칭 시간 그리고 서버 몇 시에
Yeah, okay. Yes, we do know it's launching on April 15th.
있는지 이것도 질문을 해주셨습니다.
네, 그 사전 다운로드는요. 그 론칭하고
Okay, so they're talking about pre-download.
14일 오전 10시부터 가능하시고요.
10 a.m. on the 14th, the day before the launch.
오전 10시입니다. 그래서
So you have a 1 day for pre-download. Okay.
다운로드와 게임 서버가 오픈된다.
I'm assuming that's 10 a.m. Korea time. Wait, are you launching at 4 a.m. my time, you bitch?
네.
Is that what you're
사전
doing?
다운로드
No.
14일 오전 10시에 오픈이 되고요. 게임 서버 오픈은 4월 15일 정식 출신 날인 오전 10시에 오픈이 됩니다.
자, 그래서 여러분들께서 미리 준비.
That's a criminal release time, man. At 10 a.m. Korea time.
그리고 이미 지난번 개발자
Pain.
코멘터리를 통해서 말씀을 해주셔서 조금 더 기대치가 좀 높아진 그런 상황에서의 질문인 것 같은데 콘솔 언급을 한번 해주신 적 있어요.
Yeah, they mentioned that consoles will come afterward.
이제 우리 그 다이버즈 여러분들 입장에서는 이게
Just stay up, easy. No, I have a schedule to follow now. I can't just do that.
상황을 좀 알고 싶거든요.
네.
약간 아직 저희
When can we expect to see the official launch of console?
알고 싶어서 관심이 많은 만큼 알고 싶어서 그래서 혹시 어떻게 되는지 좀 말씀해 주실 수 있을까요?
네, 저희 플랫폼
Didn't they say it was like sometime later, 2026 last time?
준비는 순조롭게 진행을 했고요. 그리고 컨트롤러나 이런 것들도 모바일이나 어떤 다른 플랫폼에서도 이용하실 수 있도록 그리고
Okay, so console is later, but you can already use controller.
네.
그래서 저희가 그 콘솔 쪽은 그래도 연내 좀 공개하여 드리는 방향으로 좀 목표로 준비.
Also, draw Alice from Black Soul. She's cute.
지금 채팅방을 보니까
We'll see.
그 MC 텐션 업해도 될 것 같다고.
I can't mimic that art style.
어디 한번 마음껏 날뛰어 보겠습니다. 예, 칼춤 한번 제대로 쳐볼까요? 저는 웃고 이 두 분이 약간 좀 진땀을 빼시는 그림도 나쁘지 않을 것 같다는 생각이 드는데 일단 여러분들의 지금 채팅 반응을 지금 다 보고 있습니다. 제가 보고 있으니까요. 여러분들 계속해서 뭐 궁금하신 상황도 있으시면 좋고 의견도 좋고 많이들 관심 가지고
It's a bit rough when it's a purely Korean thing. I guess that's why they don't have an English version, because it actually isn't pre-recorded. But yeah.
질문들 중에서 그 캐릭터에 관련된 플레이어블 캐릭터에 관련된 질문들이 계속 올려주셔서
About the playable characters.
제가 꼭 질문을 하고 넘어가야 될 것 같다고 생각은 하고 있었지만 홈페이지에 우리 글로벌 팬 여러분들께서 이미 진짜 많은 다이버즈 여러분들께서 질문을 해주셔가지고 제가 또 질문을 준비를 해가지고
Okay, so this is a global question.
플레이어블의 이 성비는 어떻게 생각을 하고 계신지 그리고
Oh,
앞으로
the ratio of male to female.
계획이 있으신지 네, 요거에 대해서 진짜
I mean, there's quite a few. I think there's like 4 or 5 males in this game already.
네, 그래서 이 대해서 한번 속 시원하게 솔직하게 좀 말씀을 해주시면 좋겠어요. 일단 먼저 성비.
네, 저희 런칭할 때
19 characters.
캐릭터들이 함께 만나보실 수 있는데
네.
캐릭터 4종이 남성 캐릭터
Oh, 4 males. Never mind. I thought there were more.
캐릭터들로 준비를 진행을 했습니다. 이후로도 저희가 남성 캐릭터를 이야기를 이제 계속 많이 주시는데 우선은 좀 커플링이나 이런 부분들은 최대한이 아니라 거의
We're trying to prepare by excluding couplings. What?
준비를 하려고 하고 있고요.
네.
We're trying to prepare by excluding couplings and such elements as possible. They are not adding males to avoid shipping? What?
전면적으로 배제를 하고 그런 부분들은 없게 준비를 하려고 하고 있고요.
네.
그리고
So that such parts do not appear. What? What? What's wrong if two characters in the game have a relationship? What?
이후로도 저희가 남성 캐릭터에 대해서는 어떤 서사적이나
Especially in terms of narrative and story development.
부분들에서도 되게 사랑받았던 캐릭터들이 분명히 있기 때문에
네.
서사적으로
Since there are some of the characters, beloved characters like the director, we can gradually delve deeper into their stories. We'll give those aspects serious consideration.
계속 그 다이버즈 분들과 얘기 나누면서 준비를 계속
Damn, not Yuri.
그러면
No, it's more of. It's not even just that. It's more of a. What I'm saying is like, it's okay to have female and male characters interact. What they're saying is that they don't want that to happen. To avoid shipping between them. I guess it's so in a way that so that people don't like, but my waifu cannot have any other relationship with anyone else. I'm going to be mad if this girl gets to date anyone else. Bro, accept the culture. You'll never kiss this girl.
남성 플레이어블 캐릭터를 출시하실 계획.
To the true gacha aficionados, allow characters to have other relationships because you want the best for your character. And if you're playing a gacha game, you are not the best for your character.
계획은 있으신가요?
뭐 말씀드렸다시피 이제 서사적으로 그런 것
I'll give it a serious. Okay. They're saying, okay, don't expect any more males after launch.
지만
그러니까
지금은
스토리상에서
Only if the narrative fully demands it.
이제 들어갈 수는 있겠지만
그래도 한 6개월 정도 저희가 이제 계획을 갖고 있는데
네.
그 안에는
We're currently so no new male characters for the next half of a year.
남성 캐릭터의 출시 계획은 현재는 없습니다.
Oh my god, dude.
없다. 네, 그래서
I mean, they don't lie about Korea being the most incel place, do they, huh?
다이버즈 여러분들께서 궁금해해 주시는 부분들을 이제 말씀을 해주셨습니다. 근데 사실 이 그 플레이어블 캐릭터에 대한 의견들은 상당히 굉장히 많았는데 이 의견을 주시는 이유가
Like, holy
저희가
moly.
게임에 들어가서 뭐 여러 가지 다양한 것들을 말씀을 해주시겠지만 여기서도 하나 짚고 넘어가면 좋을 것 같아요.
I mean, on the closed beta test, only the male MC was playable. Give me this one, please, Raikon. You call me Raikon and you expect me to add 7 TV emotes. Like, not like I care about shipping. That's the thing. Like, who cares if other people ship other characters or between each other or fucking anything else? Who cares? Like, listen, if you like your character enough, you can't still delude that they are actually not in a relationship. Listen, I'm a big Golden Glow fan. Do you know how many times I am like yelling? I'm getting yelled at. Oh no! Golden Glow is red blade. Golden Glow is red blade. I'm like, no. Golden Glow is an asexual queen and ace. She is the purest and the kindest of hearts. Okay, is this not opening? Like, what is happening here? Bro, your fucking emote don't even work. I have to log in. Give me a second. There you go.
좀 질문을 네, 번외로 좀 드리고 싶다는 생각이 드는데
Like, who cares?
우리가
One of my favorite characters is Vulpes Folia, and she has a husband and a daughter.
중요한데 그 스토리가 중요한 이유가 뭐냐면 내가 이 세계관 안에서 내가 이 스토리 안에서 지금 이 캐릭터들과의 그 관계성을 맺고
Ah, there it is. That's why they don't want to get characters their own relationships and like interesting developments between each other. It's because you yourself can develop relationships with them.
네, 그래서 거기서 몰입해서 이제 내가 빠지는
Yeah, allow you to immerse yourself. Okay.
대세이고 그렇게 대한 이야기를 하는 이유가 내가 지금 바로 주인공으로서 이
I added a 7TV emote.
게임을 즐기는 게 아니라 네, 그게 아니라 뭔가 그 전체적
I'm not enjoying the game right now as the protagonist in the first person. Yes, it's not that. It feels like we're going adventure with two friends, looking at things from overall author's perspective. Then why are you making everything so like okay? This is my question then to the developers. Okay, so if we are not, it's not supposed to be a self-insert thing, and I noticed that because the moment you play the game, you see that it's not an amnesiac character. That makes it like a big like boom, do not self-insert. But the thing is, if it's not a self-insert, why are you limiting the relations between each character and making them only like interact with the MC in that way? I like that's something I don't like.
본다면 PD님, 사업부장님 사실은 우리가 주인공이 아니라서 우리의 그 아내들과 우리의 최애들과 뭔가 관계성을 좀
I'm sorry, wouldn't that mean we can't really immerse ourselves in the relationships with our wives and our kids?
몰입해서 할 수 없는 건 아니냐.
네.
그렇게 되면 우리가 스타다이브에 더 빠지고 싶.
Is it is true that some people are expressing concern that that if that happens they might want to even get more hooked on Stardive, that it might actually be a waste of time.
스럽다라는 목소리들을 좀 내주시는 게 사실이거든요.
네.
Also, I like how she said wives and kids but not husbands, even though there's 4 male characters.
그래서 이 부분에 대해서 알고 계신지 어떻게 생각을 하고 계신지도 사실 궁금합니다.
I'm curious if you're aware of this matter and your thoughts on it.
많이 이해를
We really understand those, and I
저와의 관계가 되게
also actually
생각을 하고
think that my relationship with you is very important.
저희가 이제
What?
원작이라는
However, as we prepare a sequel based on the original work, Monster Taming, that's the name of the original game. I don't know why the translation fucked it.
그 기존의 주인공이었던 캐릭터들의 이야기를 보여드리는 것도 좀 어느 정도 중요하다고 생각.
It felt showing that the stories of the existing protagonists, such as Cloud and Verna, should not be completely excluded. So the story generally follows the story of Cloud and Verna, which I am currently making an effort to incorporate elements where certain characters, especially those we will meet in the future, talk to me, communicate with me, and look at me.
그런 부분들을 지금도 이제 녹이려고 노력을 하고 있고 앞으로도 좀 이야기 나누면서 그런 부분들 좀 부족한 거 있으면 계속 추가를 해 나가면서 결국은 나와 소통하는
Subtitles gave up?
것을 좀 목표로 계속 준비를 하고 있습니다.
I want to continue interacting with them and adding features as needed, with the ultimate goal of creating a game that truly communicates with me.
네.
일단 뭐 그래서 론칭
So for the launch version, you
결국에는 이제
Okay, subtitles gave up again.
듯한 그런 시각적인 부분들 준비를 좀 해주셨다고
you have prepared the visual elements that make it seem like the character interacts with me. So regarding that live profile,
하게 되면 이렇게 좀 도감할 수 있는
we have
부분들
included features where you can set up the profile and acquire a character. So it seems like you'll be able to experience them in the launching version.
네, 아무래도
I'm assuming they're doing like that stuff or like relationship bond bonuses.
네, 따라서 이제
However, since you're proceeding with based on the Monster Taming IP, I think you must have given it a thought probably.
또 배제하기가 되게 고민이 되게 많이 되셨어요.
A lot of thought to excluding the main flow of that IP.
어쨌든 두 친구와
So anyway, we go on an adventure with two friends, but more than anyone else, we are the protagonists in our hearts.
거를 여러분들께서 좀 알아주셨으면
So we'll get to know that this is diverse. We would like to say it would be nice, and right now, the question that keeps popping up and is extremely hot on charting is whether
란 나오냐고.
one comes out.
네, 란 나오나요?
네,
Who?
란 나옵니다.
오.
란은 저희가
I'm assuming it's from the previous game.
를 준비를 했고요.
네네네.
이제 뒤쪽에서 좀 중요한
I mean, we'll see. Kawan, I don't know why I called you potato. Fucking me reading the chat is cooking my brain. Yes, I'm currently preparing to appear as important. I'm currently preparing it to appear as the main important main character. You can look forward to it. Lan.
지금
But I don't know who Lan is. This is probably, like I said, a previous IP. Or from the previous game.
정실 후보들의 아름다운
This is also a critical matter right now. Seeing the beautiful figures of our legitimate candidates and seeing my best looks is very important. So, is it being censored?
올라오고 있거든요.
Is the game going to be censored? It's constantly being posted in the chat room right now.
저 부분 이따가 저희가 이제 게임 화면 좀 보여드릴 텐데
Well, we'll show you some game footage of that part later, but it looks like you'll be able to see exactly what you're seeing today
아마
in the launch version.
오. 네, 그래서 이
Well, the thing is with censorship, it has a lot of people have a lot of defining versions of what censorship is. Oh, is it? Oh, you can't look at the panties properly because if you look down, the game goes transparent. Is it like you have more conservative outfits, or is there actually content that usually would get blocked by many other countries? That kind of stuff. We'll see.
일단 아직 저희가 그걸 보여드리지 게임을 보여드리지
I didn't show you the game. Today we're going to show you a live build for the first time. We'll see if they change the UI as well. The UI was a bit too generic in my opinion, but we'll see. Also, as we mentioned, since the showcase was just 2 days ago, we didn't have time to prepare a video, edit it, or any color correction to make it look good. And we did want to show you that way. So since I'll be showing you the live build exactly as it is today, I suggest you go inside and check it out for yourself. So, I've just briefly touched upon the most common questions that Korean and global divers have sent through the website so far. From now on, we'll dive directly into the game ourselves to examine what kind of game Mongil Star Dive is, the topic you're most curious about. Sounds like the game is already cooked. I mean, it sounds like it's already tailoring towards fucking incels, which we'll see. Alright, shall we take a look? Okay, that's Esther. The game does look a bit better. Also, they immediately started with showing armpit. That's crazy. If you see my latest video, I showcase her exactly like this as well. So, yeah. Were there people really saying, please don't add men, I don't want peeps to ship them? Yes. And I'm pretty sure they mentioned that specifically from the Korean, Korean divers who were asking for them to not add men. Okay, the UI is the same. Okay. But I do see the thing here on the bottom that is new. This one. This is new. I'm assuming this is dimension rifting. This is the conversion. This is the crafting. Where's conquest? Here. That's conquest right there. And I guess this is how they show banner. This is Nianners. This is not the main city, is it? Bro, what are the devs doing? Bro, this is the official live stream. What are you doing? Why is the official live stream giving us panty shots? Well, they weren't lying. Why is the Raikon going back? I'm just fully confirming if they did show it. Nothing else. This Korean things. I'll be honest, like, I don't really interact with many Korean gacha games. I have interacted with Korean games such as Black Desert Online, but not many Korean gacha games. So they are definitely built different so far. Okay, relax, man. Relax. Control yourself. You're on live stream. Control yourself. Control yourself! Yo! Control yourself! You're on live stream! You're being recorded! Relax! Also, this is the new area. This is not the first one of the first two ones. This is the first banner character, Esther. Although she wasn't a banner character before, she was a standard one. So I'm surprised they made her a banner one. Oh, can you, dude, relax! Relax! You're on. My God, look at my business division manager, bro. We're so fucking cooked. That's an array. An array is the one that has the feet out. Okay, so where's an array? Yo, where's an array? Did they remove an array? Where is she? Oh my fucking God, they removed an array. Oh my fucking God. Where's an array? You can't see any like the character that you would want is this one here, and this one is. So I'll tell you which character's on you. New, 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 new here, and new here, and I think the bottom one here is new as well. But where's Naray?
우리 맵부터 좀 볼까요?
아, 네.
I'm blocking the devs. I don't care.
아, 맵부터 갑자기 지금 게임을 잡으시니까 갑자기 약간 그 부장님을 향한 네.
Oh God, wait. I don't like something.
수 있을 것 같아요.
그래서 우리가 세계관 속에
I sure hope this is because they're in the main city and not something that is permanent.
갑자기
You'll see. Give me a second.
잡으시니까 갑자기 약간
This thing. I sure hope this thing isn't just there always. The UI looks a bit different, but not too different.
그 부장님을 향한
I sure hope that's not a permanent thing.
관심들이 막 이렇게
The map
올라오고
looks the same. Okay, so in the original game, you had access to, if not mistaken, it's either this area or this one, and this one here on the left.
자, 일단 여기가
Oh no, it was these two actually. It was just these two.
이제 만나보게 될
네.
It was these two
concep적인 맵입니다.
네.
actually.
그렇죠.
Everything else was blocked.
엘렌도르
They
같은
showed up,
경우는
but you couldn't go to there.
어떤 하나이스가 있는 지역이에요.
네.
그래서 이 엘렌도르 같은 경우를 설명드리는 것보다 아마 시작은 이쪽에서 하시겠지만 사실 좀 더 보여드리고 싶은 건
Yeah, this is the place where you crash land.
낙산이라는 지역이기는 하거든요.
그러니까요. 이게 사실 몬길의 킥이라고 할 수 있는 스타다이브의 킥이라고 할 수 있을 것 같은데 사실 그동안의 많은 모바일 게임들에서 이게 동양풍 배경들은 상당히 많이
This is-
나왔지만 사실 한국풍 배경
Yeah, this is not the main city,
이런 느낌을
though.
받아볼 수 있는
The main city is European medieval.
제가 기억하기로
맞습니다.
근데 진짜
Like look at my, dude, look at my business division manager, bro. He keeps giving panty shots on purpose.
들이 좀 있는지
저희가 이제 캐릭터들도 지금 보고 계신 지원이나 아니면은 미나, 나래 같은
Also, this is just looks like Tingyun.
캐릭터들이 많이 있습니다. 그래서 이 캐릭터들의 주 무대로 이제 저희가 이제 낙산이라는 이쪽 지역을 만들었고 저희가
Dude, they're so horny on main. It's kind of crazy. Like devs tend to be like a bit more modest.
아니 이게 복식을 좀 볼 수 있게
네, 네, 네.
예, 좀
네.
넓...
그러니까 저희가
네.
아니
이런-
잠깐만요. 다이버즈 여러분 지금 지원한테 포커싱이 되어 있었는데 와 맵이 예쁘대.
감사합니다.
아니 지원
맵을 보여드린 거예요.
맵이 맞.
Like, are they really that desperate for the incel, like the Korean incels, like to join in? Like, what is going on? Why are they so gooning? Like, they're gooning on main.
네, 그래도 낙산 너무 자랑하고 싶기는 해요.
네네
그러니까
한번 자랑 좀
네,
해주세요.
저희가 이런 어떤 건물 양식이나 아니면은 그 뭐랄까요 그 NPC들의 복식 그런 것들도 진짜 신경을 많이 썼고 되게 여러
Okay, dude.
도 찾아봤고 심지어 뭐 민속촌에
Yeah, you just so happen to switch to
그런 것들까지 계속 진행을
Franca.
하면서 저희가
I think that's her name.
만들었습니다.
지금 NPC들 저 부장님?
네.
지금 NPC들 그 대화가
like even the girl in the middle is like, yo, focus on the actual game, man, on the showing the environment. Stop gooning to the characters.
쓴것 같다는 생각이 드네요.
맞습니다. 예, 건물에 놓여 있는 저런 기물들도 저희들이 좀 이렇게 신경 쓰고 뭐 사이즈나 이런 것들도 되게 신경 써서 계속 만들어가고 있습니다.
네.
네.
그래서 혹시 그러면 제가 살짝 정보를 듣기에는
Is this the adventure rewards place?
이 유나라는 친구가 그 모험가 길드?
네.
네, 낙산 지부에서 일하고 있는 접수원입니다.
그래서 이게 복식도 NPC들과의 이 대화에서 이제
You know, I feel nothing for these characters. Yeah, I know what characters you want. Like, but where's Naray? Did they? I swear to God, if they removed Naray, I'm gonna be fucking pissed because Naray was one of my favorites. Like, they have Mina on there, but they don't have Naray on the fucking alive build. Well, what is happening? What happened? What happened to Naray?
보상 관련 부분에 대해서도 이제 질문을 좀 해주시고 계신 것 같아요. 그래서 론칭 이후에
Like, why is bro canceling the idol animation as well?
해주신 이메일로 쿠폰 코드 발송 예정이니까.
Watch her be a banner unit? Well, she is. Naray is a banner unit, but she was out with Mina.
그런 거 한 번씩 스팸 메일 확인해 보시고 그다음에 CBT 보상, 보상 같은 거 약속드린 보상들은 전혀 걱정하시지 않고 받아보실 수 있도록 준비를 해둘 테니까.
God damn, those fucking jiggle physics are kind of crazy.
부탁드리도록 하겠습니다. 자, 그래서 와 이런
Wait, what were they saying?
전혀
CBT rewards.
하겠습니다. 자, 그래서 와,
There were CBT rewards?
너무 예쁘게 진짜로 잘 꾸며 두셨네요.
I'm sorry?
마을이기는 한데 마을
Were they? Were there? I'm sorry.
이런
Did I miss him?
모험하실 수 있게 좀 이런 디테일한 부분들.
I'm sorry. Mr. Netmarble. I think you forgot me.
저희가 생각하는 모습들을 보여드릴 수 있도록 준비 열심히 했습니다.
네, 지금 그 부금도 굉장히 좋다는 이야기들도 되게 많이 해주셨는데, 근데 이렇게 맵을 잘 만들어 두셨으니까
네.
또 우리 게임하면 또 사진 아니겠어요?
그쵸.
네, 그래서 혹시 그 포토를 예쁘게
네.
사진을 좀 예쁘게 남길 수 있는 그
Bro,
포인트가 좀 어디? 오, 여기 너무 좋네요.
포토 모드도 저희가 있는데 여기 말고 저는 앞쪽이 더 예쁜데.
I swear to fuck. If you go for another panty shot, my guy, I'm skipping forward.
정말 이쁘다고 생각을 하고 있고요. 저희가 마을 같은 경우에는 좀 이제 그 시간에 따른 날씨.
Like, it gets to a point, man. Like, okay, we fucking get it. You wanna show goon of your character.
특히 저녁 노을이 지는 시간 때에 사진을 찍거나 캐릭터를 바라보시면.
I swear to fuck, don't you do it! Don't you...
굉장히 께서 되게 많이 했는데.
그때 말씀드렸.
I don't care about photo mode. Yeah, I'm just so fucking tired. Come on. Come on.
네, 진정해 주시고.
네, 저희 S대.
Yeah, this literally looks the same.
그 스토리가 있습니다. 그래서 원래 기사단장이었던 구기사단의 기사단장이었던.
I'm assuming the max level is still at a 55 or 60, something like that. Also, yes, they like, there's no Naray. What happened to Naray? But yeah, there's like custom profiles. But I'm pretty sure they said that these custom profiles are if you max dupe a character or something like that. Aren't these like? I'm pretty sure they said that these were for max duping a character.
또 이제 그러면서도 단순히 메이드로만 끝나면 안 되다 보니 이제 검을 이제 빗자루에 숨기고 항상 지니고 다니는 또 이제 저 검에도 되게 스토리가 있거든요. 그래서 이제 그런 것들을 가지고 다니는 이런 부분들을 좀 준비를 했었습니다.
와, 오, 여기서 그
I'm assuming these are the gacha animations.
네, 그리고 옷도 시원하게.
They're showcasing Esther a lot because she's gonna be the first banner character.
잘 이렇게 옷이 막 딸려 나오거나 이러면 사실 거미 들이기가
네.
쉽지 않잖아요.
불편하면은 또
네.
이제 검술이 발휘가 안 되니까.
저도 PD님한테 처음 들었는데 이게
네.
원래는 노출이 많을수록 방어력이 높아진다고 하더라고요. 네.
그쵸.
네.
네, 맞습니다.
The higher your skin, the amount of skin you show, the more defense you have.
그런 걸 많이 반영하셨다고 들었습니다.
네, 저희가 사실 우리 이제 두 분을 완전 처음 뵙는 건 아니잖아요, 다이버즈 여러분들께서. 네, 우리 부장님의 이미지가 처음에는 되게 약간
At first, our manager's image was a bit well. Yeah, I can see the image.
아, 이게 점점 스며들고
A geek that likes machines? No, he's a fucking gooner.
저는 건덕
Not a geek.
이렇게 메카닉 좋아하고 그랬는데 동조님이 알아야 된다고.
자꾸 주입을 하시는구나.
자꾸
He likes
말씀하다가
Gundam and mecha.
해주시는데
네.
모든 것을 다 처음 들어보는 단어라서 한편으로 좀 재미가 있기도 하고. 네, 그랬었습니다.
아, 근데 보니까
네.
금방 오실 것 같아요. 왜냐하면
네.
카메라 각 잡는 게 예사롭지 않으시더라고요.
요즘 카메라 되게 잘 잡아요.
네.
A gooner calling another one
지금
gooner? I think it's very different from being so openly gooner and being epically gooning. You know, it's a different, like, being the subtleness is what makes it interesting. Just straight up constantly showing it removes all the fun. You know, just being exposed to panties itself is not an interesting, but getting a peek at them, now that is where that's where the peak is. Because just being shown something's like, okay, cool, I guess you removed all the mysticism of it. But getting only peaks, getting only small sights of it, temporary ones, like brief ones, that let your imagination grow, now that's where it is.
이게 저희 살짝 이렇게 만나봤는데 일단 기사 단장인데 또 키가 작고 그리고 메이드로서의 본분을 지키는 그런.
They're talking about Esther, but they're showing this girl.
근데 지금
Oh.
아무래도 또 미나에 대한 관심이 높다 보니까.
Oh, they're showing Mina. Okay.
볼 수 있을까요?
미나.
네. 미나도 살짝.
Bro, look at my... Oh, there's the character that you would probably like. She's Verena, by the way. She just straight up is Verena. That's Daisy in the middle. Very yellow. Does bro not have a team ready with Mina? There she is.
우리의 첫사랑이라는 사람은
그쵸.
Where's your sister?
전작에서도 되게 사랑 많이 받으셔서 네, 사랑.
Where's your sister, Mina?
저희가 이번 몬길 스타다이브를 개발을 하면서도 미나만큼은 진짜 무조건 이쁘게 만들어야겠다라는 생각을 했고 정말
I swear to God, don't you do it. I know you're gonna do it. Oh, she has a mole.
전 되게 많이들 좋아해 주시더라고요. 저 일부러 찍었습니다.
Bro, show me the idol animation. Stop showing me her armpits. Like, I get it. Like, show me the...
여기서 교양이 막 느껴지네요.
Cool, she wears white, man.
네, 근데 그 라이브 방송
Like, show me the animations, man. Fuck. Oh my God, bro. Look at my booking. I'm gonna end up skipping 5 seconds into him and just panties.
20 정도 되지 않을까요?
근데
Like, holy fuck, man. Like, we get it. We get it. We fucking get it. That's Verna. That's the female main character. Well, there's Daisy. Here's the content for Calban.
데이지 귀엽죠.
네, 데이지가 최애라고.
이거 달리는 뒷모습 되게 귀여워요.
네.
데이지.
달리는 뒷모습 진짜 귀엽네요.
그쵸?
다다다다 하는 느낌. 네, 좋습니다. 그러면 우리 캐릭터들이 사실 많기 때문에 네, 다 보여드릴 수는 없고 우리 부장님 최애도 한번 볼까요?
저는 제가
빠르게
아까,
보고?
예, 제가 세팅을 해놨는데 요 바로 옆 세팅이 제가 좋아하는 세팅이에요. 네.
왜 거짓말하세요? 저한테 말씀해 주셨을 때는 누나 캐릭터
When you told me there was an older sister character.
지금 제가 아까 바꾸면서 좀 없어졌는데 저는 엔젤이 좀 좋아하거든요.
엔젤 캐릭터 이쁘죠.
네네.
엔젤도 스타킹 되게
저는 되게 지극히 좀 정상적인 취향이어서 취향을 말하는 것 자체가 좀 비정상적인.
엔젤은
This character we haven't seen before.
그렇죠.
그거는 게임 안에서 여러분들께서 직접 네, 확인해 보시는 걸로 네, 하고요.
한 번만 보여드리면 안 될까요? 여기.
아니요, 더
Don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it. Dude.
네, 일단 알겠습니다. 네, 취향 확인 알겠습니다. 감사합니다. 자, 그래서 이렇게
Oh, that's Flare, by the way.
캐릭터들과 함께 이제 우리가 세계관의 모험을 하게 될 텐데 일단 이 캐릭터들의
Nana Reyes.
살펴봐야 될 거 아니에요. 저희 가차를 안 살펴볼 수 없죠. 사실 이것도
Okay, they're gonna talk about the gacha now. Okay.
궁금해 해주셨던 부분인데 네,
Narrate clears.
네, 어떤 이야기가 있었냐면
Also, okay, dude. I'll be honest, get this man off the fucking live streams. We're trying to talk about the fucking gacha right now, and he's trying to like just show characters like that, bro. Just open the fucking gacha tab, man.
이렇게 기깔나게 모델링 깎아놓고 매력적인 서사와
And dude,
매력적인 캐릭터들이 만들어 놓고
It doesn't count. She was in the closed beta test, man.
언급을 많이 안 해주신 건 이거는 분명히
Did you watch my video? I showed her.
우리를 힘들게 할 것이다. 약간 이런 의욕들이 조금 있긴 있었거든요. 그래서 의욕이 부풀려지기 전에 일단 한번 확인을 해봐야 될 것 같습니다. BM 구조 어떻게 되어 있는지.
Yeah? Did I get banned from watching their live stream or something? Like, what happened?
깔라게 일단
Okay, there we go. I was hating too much on the live stream. So middle one is new and the right one is new as well. One thing I hope they did is they made signatures not actually fully fucking locked into their own characters. They changed the gacha icon as well. It used to be like a watch. Where's my subtitles? Okay, so standard banner. No, they don't have a standard banner. This is the beginner banner. When you post, you get a. Okay.
확률적인 것들은
Knowing my luck, I'm getting Ophelia again. And I'm gonna go, ah,
이제
yeah.
좀 말씀을
Well,
계속
that's
해주셔서
literally all she did.
결국엔 트럭 가격이랑 이런 부분들 때문에 결국에는 가격 차이.
Well, Daisy's gonna be right away as a 4-star. Okay, on the banner.
이제 말씀드렸던 것처럼 확률적인 부분
Soft speedy starts at 75.
게임들보다는 조금 더 부담을 조금이라도 덜어드리려고 좀 최대한 올려봤고요.
네.
그리고 저희가 어쨌든 말씀드렸던 것처럼 저희가 반천장을 없앴기 때문에 결국에는 이제 다 계산을 했을 때 하나의 그 명함을 가져가는 데에 대한 그런
Where's Neray?
이 가격을 조금은 더 저희 사업 입장에서 사실 최대한 할 수 있는 만큼 낮춰놨다고 보시면 될 것 같아요.
그러면 이것만 더 많은 이야기들을 하고 싶긴 하지만 일단 다음 이야기들도 있기 때문에 이것만 확실히 하시죠. 이게 방송 중에 가격을 직접적으로 언급할 수는
They can't
없으니까
mention the price directly.
여러분들께서 직접 게임 안에서 이제 해 보시는데 20 업다운 이것만
다운이죠.
네.
오, 알겠습니다. 자, 그러면 일단 이 픽업에 관련된 거 1% 그리고
Yeah, 1% drop rate and no 50-50.
없고, 네, 이제 말씀을 주셨는데 우리 이제 슬슬 광산 얘기 한번 해볼까요? 지금 채팅방에서도 광산 이야기 굉장히 많이.
And they have a weapon selector one?
이 부분들은 조금 설명이 부족하게 말씀을 드렸던 것 같고 저희 뭐 인터뷰나 이런 것들 기사도 좀 보셨던 것 같은데 저희가 정리를 따로 했고요.
네.
그 화면 보시면서 좀 말씀드리면 될 것 같아요.
They have a soft speedy and they have a hard pity as well.
그리고
네, 저희
Okay, let me
어쨌든 그
translate this image. Oh, that doesn't fucking help me now, does it? Oh my fucking god! 1 second, I'll use the Yandex one. Google image translate is not working. Okay, it's the amount of pulls that you get. So you get. Okay, so you get 71. Okay, I'll show this part here. So you get 2,275 starlight crystals, 71 standard pulls by completing quests. Exploration will give you 2,100 starlight crystals, 41 standard quests, and 10 limited banner quests things. Clearing the first set of content release gives you 5,550, and completing every adventure level, monster picture book, and achievement, and etc. gives you 78,460, giving you up to 674 pulls, which 112 are standard. The remaining is you're free to do whatever. So 112 standard pulls and 500 and something worth of pulls. That one thing I'll be honest though, that is a lot of pulls. That is a lot of pulls. Like having 500 something pulls available technically from the start of the game. My guy who counts achievements, people count achievements because it gives you currency. Even on Enfield, people counted the achievements in like secondary ore barrel resources as pulls. So 554. No, 52 pulls. No, 562 pulls of limited banner if you complete all the content. How many pulls they give doesn't matter if the gameplay is meh. True. Again, they need to add in-game mode. The game had no in-game mode. That was the main issue that I had. There was nothing to use your characters on.
그 전체적인 그 게임 컨텐츠 론칭 스펙으로 준비한 컨텐츠를 이용하시면은 전체적으로 그 674폭 정도를 하실 수 있는 양의 재화를 지급을 드리고요. 이 부분들이 조금 이제 뭐 그런 생각을 하실 것 같아요. 처음에 그래서 좀 빠르게 플레이해서 얻을 수 있는 재화가 어디까지인데라고 물어보실 것 같은데 그분들은 저희 세 번째 항목까지 콘텐츠 최초 클리어를 하게 되는 부분까지는 그 대표님도 인터뷰에서 말씀드렸지만 뭐
This you mentioned in the interview. You
쉽게 그 플레이를 하면서
it's visually acquired by playing it easily at a difficult level similar to.
이후에 이제 뭐 저희가 도감이라던가 콘텐츠를 끝까지 클리어하셨을 때 가져가실 수 있는 보상들을 조금 더 이제
Rewards such as codex you can obtain after clearing the content to the end. It will require you to pay a bit longer.
그 부분들을 감안해 주시면 될 것 같습니다.
네.
그거 말고 이제 이벤트를 통해서
Although the main issue that I have that this might be a bit of a bait is we have like 600 and something pulls right away, but then after that we're gonna give you like fucking nothing. That's my second issue. Like that's like not my second issue. That's like my concern.
라던가 그 성장에 필요한 재화들 그리고 저희는 이제 몬스터링도 있기 때문에 몬스터링 같은 부분들도 충분히 제공해 줄 수 있도록 준비를 하고 있어서 그런
This is the what is this? Is this the launch rewards? What is this? I know we get that character for free. You also got her for free on the CBT. Okay, so this is the event rewards. Okay, Francis, that's her name. So you get Francis and you get the monster link. This we already knew. This is the pre-registration. Monster capture and boss challenge missions. Pick up artifact of stain. I'm assuming this is the salmon puree, maybe. And no, you did what? Pick up artifact. I don't know what that is. Abstain 9. Like my guess is this is like locking stats. 9 polls and 3 polls or 3 standard polls and 5 monster boxes. Launch attendance events, pick up character, bike yon, and draw tickets. Is this like giving you like event tickets plus the standard tickets, I guess? Meow and Living Adventure. Always draw tickets 40, so 40 polls, 1600. That is a wild translation. Okay, let's ignore that. 5 sex instant tits ticket. Wow, okay. 5 sex. Let's go. 3D crack challenge mission, defeat challenge mission. Okay. I don't know why the translation has a slur on it, but okay. We're going to ignore that for now.
부족하게 느껴지실 수도 있고 뭐 그럴 수도 있으실 것 같은데 플레이 하시면서 또 지금처럼 이제 얘기 많이 해주시고 피드백 많이 주시면 뭐
Wild auto translation. Thank you so much.
해주시고 또
The 5 sex instant tickets.
충분히 이런 운영하면서 소통하면서 또
Follow that up with a slur right behind it. Crazy.
좀 운영해 나갈 수 있지 않을까 생각을 합니다.
네.
Believe that if you play the game frequently, you'll be able to communicate with you and accommodate your needs as much as possible to continue operating the game.
그래서 일단 전체적인
And that's what it said. 5 sex instant tickets.
해주셨습니다. 초반에 우리가 쉽게 좀 얻을 수 있는 보상부터
So this is the ones that you can easily obtain in the issue, and like
그만큼 또 얻을 수 있는
so they say this is what you can get basically right away. You don't really have to work too much for them. While the other ones is if you play basically for a month, you get them.
까지 네, 다양하게 준비를 해뒀으니까 여러분들께서 런칭 이후에 좀 같이 달려주시면 좋겠다.
So for on days you won on you, I am not part of Mongil Star Dive. You cannot use an instant sex ticket on me. Sorry to
근데 이게
disappoint.
중요한 게 네, 이거 여기까지 볼게요. 네, 그리고 게임 화면으로 좀 다시 넘어가도록 하겠습니다. 네, 이제 BM 얘기하니까 또 이런 이야기를 안 할 수가 없는 게 지금 전체적인 반응이 일단 뭐
Can I see what is there to play? Yeah, I'm hoping that they show some gameplay. Like because they mentioned the Dimension Rift on the on the previous dev commentary 2 days ago, if not mistaken, and now they just showing everything but the fucking game.
네이버 쇼케이스에서 얘기를 안 했냐 이겁니다. 근데 또 이런 생각하실 수 있어요. 이게 약간 조금 착한 BM이다 보니까 이러면 또 이 게임 사놈들 이거 또 어떻게든 돈 벌려고 이게 명함의 능력치를 잘게 다 잘라서
네.
예, 이 게임 안에서 이제 스토리를 깨기도 굉장히 어렵게 명함의 능력치가 너무 안 좋고
Why are they talking about specific elements? What?
우리가
They're talking about like light and shadow, but like brother, there's other issues with the game. What are they talking about?
개화를 계속해서 강요하는 건 아니냐. 그래서 우리의 다이버즈의 부담을 더 늘리려는 수작 아니냐.
네.
약간 이렇게 생각하실 수도 있을 것 같은데 명함으로도 충분히 우리가 게임을 즐길 수 있느냐. 이거 굉장히 좀 중대
네.
사항이거든요.
우선 그거는
This is
확실하게
not Light and Shadow.
있을 것 같아요.
They're not talking about this character.
권한을 획득을 하셔-
They're showing this character, but they're not talking about this character.
충분히 즐기실 수 있고요. 그러니까 저도 되게 주의하고 항상 조심하는 거가 어떤 그런
She's not Light and Shadow. They're talking about other characters and elements.
캐릭터가 완성이 되어가는 그 모습보다는 그러니까 처음으로 내가 좋아하는 캐릭터를 획득하더라도 충분히 전투나 플레이에 이용이 가능하고 어떤 그런 스킬의 뭐 메커니즘이나 이런 부분들이 좀 더 강화되는 쪽에 이제 개화를
So, Breakthrough had an issue. Again, I mentioned this on my video. Yesterday. Breakthrough had the issue of like you barely could get the materials to fully upgrade your characters. It literally took you like 4 to 5 days of straight stamina usage. Not stamina, of doing daily requests to get that material because you had no other source for that material. It wasn't even stamina related, it was a direct cap on it.
강제하거나 없다라고 해서
Like you couldn't buy stamina or refresh your stamina to try to get more materials. You were legit locked to 5 a day, and they didn't give you enough to level.
없다라던가 이런 것들은 절대 아마 없을 거라고 약속드릴 수 있을 것 같습니다.
그러면 내가 이제
And this like the thing is like they're talking about a serious thing, right? Oh, is Mongil Starlife going to artificially gatekeep the game and stuff? And then you have this fucking guy on the bottom right. I'm not gonna show you him because I don't want to move my model. And he's like, actually, let me position my the camera here so that players look at the armpits so they don't pay attention to what we're saying. Like, bro.
일단 명함으로 충분히
I'm like trying to read the fucking subtitles and this fucking guy keeps moving the camera. Like, goon.
투자를 그래도 하고 싶은데 근데 그럴 만한 메리트가 있어야 될 거 아니에요.
네네네.
그 메리트는 좀 어느 부분에 저 캐릭터
Okay, she's asking, okay, sure, I can play free to play and I can play by buying stuff in the game, but you have to give me a reason. Can you showcase me a reason to why spend in the game?
좀 예를 좀 들어주시면요.
뭐 S대 같은 경우가 아마 첫 번째 이제 픽업이다 보니까
네.
되게
This is probably the pickup event. The combat with the S class is really exciting, and I'm playing that way too. But after doing it, the way skills work and things like that change a bit. For example, in the case of the S Steam,
발도를 하는 그런 그 전투의 변화가 있는데
okay, Esther did lay down the smoke and draw the sword. If you were to do that, you could. Also, if I'm not mistaken, she ended up being like a off-field damage dealer or something like that.
빠르게 발도를 한다던가 이런 부분들이 있습니다.
그러면 이거 굉장히 중대 사항인데
Also, they did not fix dupes. You still cannot remove them.
개화 좋다 이거예요. 예, 내 최애니까 내가 투자를 해서 뭔가 전투의 메커니즘이 조금이라도 달라지고 내 손맛이 달라지고 재미를 느낄 수 있으면 내 최애면
They're talking about dupes.
충분히 투자.
Are you like really?
근데 이 투자의 맥스치가 뭐 내가 열심히 일해갖고 샷땡까지는 내가 해줄 수 있어. 근데 이거 에르땡땡까지 해달라고 하면 이거 굉장히 어려운 부분이 될 수 있거든요. 그래서 개화의 최대 수치가
네.
어디까지인가 이것도 되게 중요합니다.
저희 6번째까지 있습니다. 공통적으로. 네.
6개화까지.
네.
Up to the 6th stage. Okay, everyone knows this.
6개화를 통해서 일단
But again, they didn't listen to the feedback. Dude, they are really testing my limits of me wanting to play this game. We literally talked about, like, the whole server was talking about the point, like, let us activate and deactivate dupes, even if we do get them, so that we can, like, test characters properly. But no.
이제 투자를 해줄 수 있는
네.
부분.
네.
이게 막 어떤 분은 10개화 아니냐, 막 그 개화의 풀돌의 그 수치가 너무 많아지는 거 아니냐. 그걸 조금 더 유도하는 거 아니냐. 약간 막 이렇게 생각을 하실 수도 있어서 그래서 이것도 한번 살짝 짚어드리고 넘어가도록 하겠습니다. 어쨌든 명함이더라도 재미있게 플레이 가능하고
They did change this UI, though.
투자를 하면 좀 더 내 최애가 예뻐지거나 멋있어지거나 게임에서 더 재밌어진다라는 부분을 강조를 해주셨습니다. 사실 이것도
Actually, usually tends to be the opposite. Fully maxing out a character tends to actually remove the fun because in this game, on the closed beta test, if you had a maxed up character such as I did, I had a maxed out Mina, I had a maxed out Neray, and a maxed out Esther, I was one-shotting shit. I just straight up was. There was like literally nothing that could afford to give me a challenge. Even though I had only level 35 characters, I was basically one-shotting level 55 monsters. The only thing that I wasn't one-shotting was the 99% resistance bosses to my element.
좀 짚고 넘어가야 될 것 같은데 많은 분들께서 지금 집중해 주시고 계신 부분이 그 앞으로의 이제 게임을 흘러감에 있어서
Asking about the future of the game and asking
네, 이런 부분에 대해서
questions about operations as well as expressing your concerns and support.
계신데 앞으로의 스타 다이브는 어떤 식의 흐름을 가지고 갈 것이냐 이거를 되게 질문을 많이 해주셨어요.
That's a lot of questions about what kind of flow Stardive will take forward. So you mentioned that our next update would take place in May.
이게 5월 말에 하는지 5월 초가 되는지 5월 중순이 되는지 우리는 너무 궁금해요.
We were curious at the end of May, beginning of May, middle of May, because we have to prepare and run.
일정을 이 자리에서 좀 속시
Well, if it's a 3-week banner, it's probably going to be in the beginning of May.
시원하게 확실하게 좀 말씀을
Is it bad to say I don't see a future for this game? Again, the devs are not showing the game. Like, I can't tell you if the game is going to have a good future or a good base. The devs are not showing the game. Like, how is my video showing more of the game than the devs? Like, I don't get it. Like, what is this, like, live stream?
저희가 우선은 생각을 하고 있는 것은 이제 캐릭터
You're a bit of a talker? Like, you haven't talked almost on anything.
죄송합니다. 3주
3 weeks.
3개월 못 기다려 못 기다려.
3주로 캐릭터를 업데이트를 준비를 하고 있고요.
네.
3-week quotations. Yes, you told us that.
이런 것들이 추가되는 빌드의 업데이트는
Also, why is
생각을 하고 있어요.
Blair on a purple monster link? Did they forget?
좀 이야기의 서사라던가 이제 어떤 준비가 되게 이제 크게 동반이 되다 보니까 아무래도 이제 런칭 후 첫 번째 업데이트에서는 바로 이제 다음 에피소드를 만나보시고 그 후에도 좀 빠른
So did they make it so that you can have more monster links? Because you only have one before.
업데이트를 준비를
Oh my fucking god, I went back by accident.
하고 최적화된 옵션 찾을 기사단장이었던 구기사단의 기사단장이었던
좋아하시. 손맛이 났어 직원.
이런 것들이
뭔가 이것저것 시스템에 반영된
Okay.
캐릭터들의 백그라운드 이야기
In the meantime,
보신 이야기와는 다른 캐릭터들의 서사
also, are you like again? Like, listen, I wanna like this game. I wanna give it the proper time and like actually review it properly. But bro, they're showcasing us characters that we haven't seen before in the closed beta test, and the only thing that they're showing is their ass. Like, brother, show us the characters, man. Show us the characters. No one gives a fuck about the monster links at the moment, man. Show us the characters, man.
부장님 그래서 정리를 하면
I'm gonna crash out.
픽업은 3주 단위가 맞습니다.
그리고
네.
업데이트는 네. 하셨던 분.
네.
그리고
Like, the thing is, this guy, like, the guy in a white shirt, the one that is controlling the camera and controlling the game, is like, I'm super shy. But here's me actively looking at a character's ass and panties like it's nothing. But, like, bro.
저희 이제 딜탑에서는 지금 할 얘기가 많으니까 이제 다음으로 좀 넘어갑시다. 뭐 이렇게 말씀해 주셨는데 이거 짚고 넘어가야 됩니다. 우리 게임
Isn't it important? It's important not to pick the sort of the cute characters. Everything's so good right now. Oh, I don't know. Is it? I haven't been able to tell. What is your end content? Okay, end game content. End game content.
저희 엔드 컨텐츠라고 준비를 하고 있는 거는 우선 전설 몬스터를 좀
We are currently preparing some monster. Are you telling me you don't have an end game mode outside of Conquest still?
업데이트에 바로 만나보시
Wait, like I must be misunderstanding. I'm sorry. Auto translation might be wrong. Are you telling me that the only endgame content that you still have is Conquest? You know, the gearing system?
수 있을 것 같고요. 제가 열심히 준비를 하고 있고 좀 일반적인 지금 이제
How many developers do you have on this game? You two only?
특별한 기능들도 좀 준비를 같이 하고 있는
Okay, like I must be understanding it wrong. Surely they don't mean Conquest.
그 몬스터 링이 있는 거 좋은데
네.
얘네
Surely they don't mean Conquest. Like I'm hoping that's what they don't mean. Like they mean like we actually have an end game mode where you can test your skills and stuff, and not just the gearing system.
많이 오잖아요. 그래서 혹시 그래도 몬스터 길들이기인데? 예, 그 몬스터랑 좀 같이 뭔가를 하고 뭐 이런 것들은 좀
That's Umok. We fight him.
지금 계속
That's not new.
그러니까 가장 일반적인
That's the okay. That's just a spoiler, but okay.
시작을 하고 저희가 준비를 해보고 있는 게 있고 전설에서는 조금 더 특별한 거를 보여드릴 수 있을 것 같아요.
Neander's is still the same, but now they show the recipes at least.
당장은 말씀드리기 어려울 것 같고 빠르게 좀 준비가 되는 대로 공개를 해드릴 수 있을
I'm sorry. I'm gonna start skipping.
상호작
Like I wanna like pay attention and see what they're saying, but they're legit not saying anything.
지금 멀티레이
Finally.
트레이드나 이런 파티 플레이 같은 걸 충분히 이제 서비스
Jesus, you scared me. I forgot I had text to speech.
하고 이런 부분들에 대해서
당분간은 알고 있고요. 그리고
Okay, no PvP. We don't get. Okay.
스펙에서 아마 이제 최종 엔드 도전
And regarding okay, so Dimension Rift is the endgame challenge.
되는 컨텐츠일 건데
Wait, Dimension Rift is the endgame challenge and not the monster links, and like not the way to obtain monster links. What?
이제 난이도가 되게 여러 단계가 나눠져 있고 그 원하시는 파티나 이런 부분들을 세팅해서
I thought Dimension Rift was the
이제 몬스터링
farming thing. What do you mean? It's the
컨텐츠가 될 것 같습니다.
it's the
뒤에 좀
okay, it is.
계시겠지만 저희가 이제 티어
So the main endgame mode is also where you farm your gear. I'm confused. Hi Shu.
가 있기는 하거든요. 근데 그 티어가 뭐 이제 되게 상대적인 평가로 랭킹으로 뭐 줄을 세우기보다는 내가 이 컨텐츠에서 달성한 점수
You joined in on me crashing out in a game that hasn't even been released
결정된 티어와
because the devs don't stop gooning to their own characters.
형태이기 때문에 이제 말씀하셨던 것처럼 저희가 PVP
Like they haven't shown conquest, they haven't shown like any of the requests, they haven't shown the dailies,
것 같아요.
네.
they haven't shown any of the dungeons.
감사하고 지금 채팅방에서도 나왔던 얘기가 몬스터링 현질 네 관련된 질문을 좀 해주셨어요.
No.
그 부분에 대해서
You better say no to that.
저희 몬스터링은 가차는 없습니다.
Okay.
몬스터링은 인게임 컨텐츠로 즐기시고
You scared me for a second. I had low expectations of you, so that wouldn't be surprising.
하고 그런
I mean, they have a story, but they haven't shown it as well.
느끼셨으면 좋겠다라고
Like I played through the story, it was okay-ish.
몬스터링을
They had decent like animations and stuff, but they were very inconsistent.
네, 이 부분은 원작에서도 결국에는 이제 합성을 통해서 새로운 이제 몬스터를 만들
They still use puree salmon or salmon puree to lock the traits. Okay.
그런 재미를 드리기
Okay.
위해서 합성을
They probably didn't remove these stats.
수집할 수 있는 그런 이제 플레이 컨텐츠로
Tuning is what
만들어졌기
pays.
때문에
I don't think you understand, Shu. Like I'll move around so you show. You see that guy on the white shirt? He's the one controlling the camera. And he legit spent the first like 30 minutes of the gameplay just constantly trying to get panty shots of every character.
그래서 플레이를 하면서 몬스터링을 합성하고 좀 새로운 몬스터를 얻어가는 재미를 좀 느끼셨으면 좋겠습니다. 그래서 조금 도검이나 이런 부분들도 감성적인 부분들
And then getting like setting up the camera so that they show armpits and stuff.
앞으로
Like, listen, I am a person that enjoys some form of goonering. Listen, I won't deny that. But, you know, being subtle about it is what makes it interesting. You know, leaving some of the imagination. Kind of like how, you know, like some characters that are better when they're have their clothes on than fully naked because it removes the mysticism. That's kind of it. You know? That's kind of what it is. Like, you constantly shoving panties on my face and armpits and like all of this in my face. Like, bro, stop that. Like, legit, like, relax. Stop doing that. Like I've talked about this like a bit ago, but putting like just straight up panties in my face is not gonna be interesting. But getting the peaks is what makes it interesting. Also, he spotted the mole because he zoomed on it. What? There was literally nothing else to look at other than her mole near her armpit. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what all there was to look at. The fucking dev looked at it.
에피소드가 추가되면
Like he directly zoomed at it with the camera mode. What am I supposed to do?
추가가 될 거고요. 몬스터링을 통해서 하는 컨텐츠나 이런 부분들도 뭐 당장 엄청 구체화돼서 말씀드릴 수 있는 부분은 없지만 전설 몬스터 같은 부분들처럼 계속 몬스터를 통해서 교감하고
Okay, you know what would be nice since we were talking about the legendary monster feature? You showing the legendary monsters.
할 수 있는
Just saying.
컨텐츠를 좀
Just saying. There was a zoom. I don't want to hear it, Calvin.
시간 관계상 또 라이브 Q&A로
We have to move on to the live Q&A.
사실 저희가 전투하고 막 이런 것들을 보여드리진 않아서 근데
Actually, you usually don't show you combat or things like that.
보여드리기
Because it would be difficult.
저희가 좀 설명으로
How would it be difficult? Join a dungeon. You have, like, if you didn't change the dungeons and how they work, you can press escape and immediately join them. What do you mean you can't show the combat? It's right there. What do you mean? It's right there. You can just press a button and show it. Just fucking show the combat. It's right there. You can click on it. What do you mean? It would be difficult. Press the fucking button.
풀어들어야 될 것 같아요. 예, 그 액션이라고 강조를 해주시긴 했어요.
네.
근데 이제 우리 다이버즈 여러분들 입장에서는
My action gacha game had no action on its live stream.
이거 우리 매번 먹던 맛 아니냐?
네.
근데 새로울 게 뭐가 있냐?
네.
라고
Wait, I need to translate this. It's actually it's unironically important. Well, it doesn't seem to be as
질문들을 많이 해주셨.
that says assassination characters, so that's not as restrictive as it used to be. We'll see.
전에 또 한 번 말씀을 드렸었는데, 그러니까 원작에서
잠깐만요. 지금 이 효과음 때문에 지금
아,
피디님이
네네네. 죄송합니다.
조심해 주세요.
네네.
그러니까 저희가 3인파 원작에서도 좀 이제 보여드렸던 거라
네.
많이 가지고 왔습니다.
Was he not supposed to show the weapon effect? Well, is that what happened?
그러니까 원작에서
잠깐만요. 지금 이 효과음 때문에 지금
아,
피디님이
네.
Why are they not? What? What? They're like, no, developer, don't show the weapon effect. What? Okay, dude, like, you're starting to piss me the fuck off.
네, 죄송합니다.
조심해 주세요.
네네.
그러니까 저희가 3인파 원작에서도 좀 이제 보여드렸던 거라
네.
많이 이런 하게 도와주는.
굉장히 이제 씁니까?
그러니까 좀 결정일에서 플레이를 할 때.
Okay, he literally only does the first attack animation because it shows our panties. Like, look at this motherfucker.
대신 이제 모바일
Like, look at him. He only does that so he can show the panties of the character. Stop.
때 어떤 달리는데 좀 조작이 불편하시고 이런.
Okay, Conquest. Finally, they only added one boss. And the element resistances are still there. And you're still limited to 3 a day.
그럴 수도 있겠다라고 생각을 해서.
They changed nothing. What the fuck was the wait for? What did you do these past 6 months?
근데 전투를 보고 싶다고 하시는데
What did you do?
그러면 우리 다이버즈 여러분들만 이해해 주신다면 저희 전투 사실 보여드리고 싶었거든요. 근데 다이버즈 여러분들만 만약에 괜찮다고 해주시면 네, 저희 한번 전투 보고 가도 될까요, 다이버즈 여러분? 네,
Also, they changed the level requirements.
전투 한번
There's a
내보러
lo-
가도록.
Did they nerf the bosses? Level 5 used to give you yellow gear. Like, I'm not going crazy. Level 5 used to give you gear. Now it doesn't. Give me a second. Gear. No, level 4 used to give you gear. Oh, you can't see it. Give me a second. Look! Look! They nerfed the rewards! What the fuck?!
하겠습니다. 이게 전투를 또 빼고 가기가 조금 아쉽긴 했거든요. 근데 지금 저희 라이브 Q&A 시간이 이제 돼가지고.
You know what they did? They added like in between levels that don't give you shit, so you can't even reach the max level faster. Yeah, like so to give you a bit of an idea of what's going on. So you see here top right. So here on the top right, you have the amount of times you can do to the boss. You only get 3 of these a day. They have 102 probably because they dev accounted and added more. But you can only do these 3 a day. And I don't mean each boss 3 times. No, one boss, one difficulty, one time, times 3, essentially. If they added like 8 levels on that fucker, you are not getting max level until like 3 to 4 days after for a single boss, man.
그래서 아 이거
And the thing is, the low level rewards are dog shit. So you have to go through the dog shit level rewards to get the higher ones. Okay, man.
사실 속-
Yeah, man. And they still have auto run in the game.
자 그래서 일단 가보도록 하겠습니다.
파티를 어디로 갈까요?
네.
파티를 골라주시면 좋을 것 같아요.
좀 전 파티
요거 동조님 픽.
Surely.
그래도 속성을 좀 맞춰서 네, 세 번째
Okay, you have to go Esther.
첫 번째,
You pick the wind one. Well, also, what are these team comps?
세 번째요.
You have to go wind. You have to go wind. You will deal no damage. Yeah, that makes sense.
저는
They're gonna show it now.
난투 조합이 좋거든요.
Also, I like how he says, you know, I like this team setup, but Francis better. I can't use it because Francis is there. It's almost like you can click on the character and change it.
남자답게 지원은 빼고 가시죠. 지원이 형.
Just remove Francis, man.
화이트아웃 지원.
이거
프란시스
조합도
뺄까요?
Also, why is that girl level 11? Oh my fucking god, bro.
네.
남자다운 거 맞아요?
And they're like, are you sure you want to use a man character? What? What?
프란시스는 우리 곧 만났고. 자 근데
Where's your sustain?
이거 우리 이제 전투를 볼 건데 우리 다이버즈 여러분 감사합니다. 여러분
Is Stracciatello good? I don't know. You have to ask Claudio.
저희 이거 볼 수 있게 됐어요.
난이도를 낮출게요. 빡센 거 같아요.
못 하는 거 아니에요?
아, 네.
아니 근데 지금 아이디어를 주신 게
The devs can't even fight their own fucking game.
네, 이거
자 가보죠.
사업부장이 못
Okay, 5 minutes to defeat it.
네, 이해를 해주셔야 됩니다.
네. 뭐,
Okay, finally gameplay.
여러분들이 더 잘하실 거니까.
Also, this is a quick warning. This is a max dupe character.
좀 설명을 해주시죠.
All of them are max dupe.
하면 온필드로 남아가지고 같이 전투를 해주는 게 그게 저희의 강점이라고 생각을 하고 있고요.
네.
I'm pretty sure, if not mistaken, Mina does not do off-field follow-up attacks without you having dupes.
그 그로기 게이지를 되게 잘 깎는 게 있거든요.
파괴는 그로기를.
네.
네.
Nice parry, idiot.
그런 거는 이제
Nice parry.
해줘야 되는데 지금 다 막고 있는 것 같아요.
There you go.
그리고 저희가 이렇게 좀 전처럼 이제 강공격 때 이제 교체 태그 액션이나 회피를 통해 가지고
Like, does he know how to play this character? Yo, you have to get 3 stacks.
타임이 줄어들어. 좀더 빠르게
빠르게 교체가 되는.
필드에 3명이 계속 남아 있을 수 있게 좀 운영을 하실 수가 있거든요. 그래서 그게 되게 중요한 공략 포인트 중에 하나입니다. 그래서 나 혼자만 하는 것보다는 3개의 캐릭터가 동시에 온필드에 존재하면서 계속 공격을 하는
Again, this is max dupe characters.
중요하게 생각을 하고 있고
네.
요
Also, how delayed is my stream that you're still there?
이제 해당 보스에 맞는 속성의 캐릭터를 가지고 좀 들어가시면 너무 빨리 끝났대요.
You ended too quickly? Yeah, I wonder fucking why. You're using max dupe 5-star characters, man.
난이도 너무 쉬워.
예.
보시고 싶으면 더 하고 아니면 넘어가.
아니면
Although they did change something, you can actually... well, one good change. They made it so that you can still fight the boss even if you can't claim the rewards.
좀 다른 캐릭터
네, 네.
네.
이게 50레벨이니까 7단계 정도 하면 될 것 같은데.
7 stages. They made it 7 stages instead of 5.
하단을 할까요? 많이 안 보여도.
그 미나
And the 7th stage still only gives blue monsterlings.
다른 캐릭터로.
There's yellow monsterlings, by the way.
네.
So
그러면
the only way to still obtain yellow and purple monsterlings is by combining them. And combining them is for purple, it's a 80-20. For yellow, it's a 90-20 or 85-15%. 15% being chance of it turning into yellow. And 20% being the chance to be turning into purple.
파괴도 얘기해 주셨는데 그 외에 이제 뭐 지원 뭐 이런
네.
설명도 좀 부탁드릴게요.
그러니까 뭐 저희가 이제 다시 뭐 파괴, 난투, 지원, 암살 이렇게 캐릭터 종류를 4가지
Destruction, support, assassination, and
가 아마 그 론치
what the fuck is the other one? Ranged or caster or whatever.
저희가 그 지급을 해드릴 텐데
네.
초반에 이
2 of these characters are new. The ones on the right and left.
지원형 캐릭터가 있고 없고가 초반 공략에 되게 큰 도움을 줍니다.
그렇죠.
네. 그래서 저희가 이제 프란시스라는 캐릭터를 그래서 처음에 좀
Okay.
되는
Okay.
암호 힐링이 되고 실제로 게임에서도 힐러로서 지원으로서 도움이 좀 되는.
This is high fantasy. The less armor you have, the more the less damage you take. Don't you know?
암살자 캐릭터입니다.
The middle girl was on the beta, but the other ones weren't.
너무 긴장해서 여기도 지금 말이 다 없어지는데
아니 근데
너무-
지금 그 우리 다이버즈 여러분들은 모르시겠지만 부장님 손을 막 달달달 떨고 계셔서
Also, those right there, those little things that are popping up, those are like accessibilities that this guy is not using.
방송에서 플레이를 하는 게 쉽지가 않아요.
잘하셔야 돼요. 지금 우리 게임에 흥행에 큰 도움이 될 수 있는 아주 중요한 상황이기 때문에.
This girl was not great at the time, but she also didn't have much support, to be honest. Lightning was not really a real element in the closed beta test. Are they gonna actually show ultimates though? They only showed the Esther ultimate.
안 돼요, 안 돼요. 이거는 그냥 여러분 보고 느껴.
Not to say, by the way, that this is technically a spoiler, but since players don't know, since they never, like, no one has seen the story, they don't know why this is a spoiler, so it's funny, me knowing the story.
네, 선물 풀듯이 택배 풀듯이 직접 느껴주시면 네 좋겠습니다. 이거 강제 이거 예정된 것도 아닌데 갑자기 네 약간 스포.
Hey, that's the break.
이게 또 생방의 묘미 아니겠어요?
Okay, that's the ultimate.
알아서 다 생각해 주실 거예요. 아 이거 우리 처음 만나는
Okay,
거야.
we have seen one ultimate,
나중에. 아 그리고
second ultimate. Okay, we saw this on the live com.
어떻게냐, 뭐 이거 계속 질문을 해주셨는데 이게 잠깐
중복됩니다.
네, 중복됩니다. 그 닉네임은 중복해서 만드실 수 있게 되어 있습니다.
Damn, can you tell which character is the low rarity and which one is the high rarity?
러라 레나가 있을 텐데 레나를 지킬 수가 있겠네요. 자꾸 그 레나가 이게 선점이 안 돼가지고 자꾸 이게 뺏기고 이런 상황들이 발생을 했는데
원하시는 닉네임으로
Parry that.
여러분들이 닉네임으로 만들어 주시면
Like, why is he using his tank character as his main source of damage? It's like, is he okay?
아마
This archer girl is the main damage dealer.
부러운 것 같아요.
자 과연 우리 부장님은 자 이걸 깰 수 있을 것인가? 만약에 이거 실패하시더라도
Like,
제조도는 없습니다.
if I play this game, I'm going to have to make a video explaining the fucking game properly because the devs fucking suck at their job in their live streams. Jesus Christ.
그리고 그 아까 말씀드렸다시피 그 여러분들께서 기다리고 계셨던 캐릭터들 되게 궁금해하시는
No way, Abant.
텐데 일단 라는 나온다고 말씀드렸고 그리고 그 외에 이제 캐릭터들을 좀 지켜봐 주시면 좋겠습니다. 깨나요 부장님. 자 깨나요 우리 첫 라이브에 자 떨리는 손을 안고 흔들리는 이 꼬리를 안고 이걸 깨나.
Yeah, just don't show them if you ever try to use an element that is not weak to this thing.
이게 포인트가 있어요. 보물상자.
Also, why is he shaking, bro? Again, why is why is one of the devs shaking at the high difficulty boss on a fully duped character, fully geared with max weapons and max gear? Why is the dev shaking and worried? Like, is he okay?
보실 수가 있는데
한번 볼까요?
저는 연하를 좋아하기 때문에 연하로 여러분.
Again, only green monsterlings?
오. 야 이게
They don't play their own games? No, they don't do the combat, I can tell you that much.
여러분들을
Okay, live Q&A.
되게 많이 좀 해주셨거든요.
네, 원작 캐릭터도 저희가 많이 준비를 하고 있고 그 당선이 됐었거든요. 그래서
모르시겠으니까 어떻게 구현할지 많이 하고.
Where's Notaway?
어려움이
원하시는
Where's Notaway? I'm going... Okay, they're asking if there's guild.
너무
No.
주셔도
그러면
저희
미리
Where's Notaway?
그러니까
Where's Notaway?
마지막 라이브 방송이 되면 어쩌?
말씀드렸어가지고 제가 만약에 그 끝까지 다 소탕으로 바로바로 할 수 있어요. 그래서 저희 올해 다 숙제는 편하게 하실 수 있게 만들어.
설마 이런
They're saying that if you use the sweep feature, dailies take 10 to 20 minutes.
오시는 게
어쨌든 저
현재는 없고요. 네. 스킨을 저도 엄청 내고 싶습니다. 저
And that they want to release skins.
싶고 약간 되게 여러 가지로 준비.
팀이 말이 많으세요.
이렇게 자주 해주신다고
아니, 근데
약속해 주세요.
어쨌든 왔으니까 그래도 구이라
이렇게 쭉 약속해 주셨거든요. 만나보러 게임도 소통적으로 이렇게 뭐니 지금 저희한테
드리고 싶습니다. 드리겠습니다.
코드 리딤 코드
Okay, code.
모르는데
용용이와 함께
Are there dragons? Okay, and
그리고 있나요 우리 다이버즈 여러분 셔츠라도 좀 그래서 말씀들 그리고
will they release that as a t-shirt?
여러분들께서 있게 좀 해서
Okay, that's it. Okay. here's my review of the first official developer live stream of Mongil Stardive before release in a quick set of sentences, really, so that everyone can really get my opinion on this. It was terrible. It quite possibly was worse than the Wuthering Waves 1.0 stream. And if you saw the Wuthering Waves 1.0 stream, you know how terrible this was. It was actually terrible. One of the developers were most of the time trying to show panty shots and harm bits for the viewers to goon to, and not actually showing the game or what the game entails about. They barely showed any gameplay. They showed at the end, after an hour and 20 minutes of it, where they showed the characters with max duplicates and max gear facing off against a boss that was not even at the max level, except the last one, but even then, they're still using max duplicate characters with fully geared moments. They clearly did not hear to any of the feedback from the closed beta test, as in Conquest still has its cringe-ass resistances. It still has its cringe-ass 3-day limit, although it does seem like you can rerun fights without having to get the rewards if you just want to test your characters. While that is a bonus, it still doesn't remove the issue that they added just now with this new change, which was that they added 2 new stages and nerfed the rewards of the bosses. Because before, at stage level 5, you used to get the yellow gear to equip on your characters. Now it seems like you don't get any yellow gear. It could be that the coins that they were showing on the little rewards tab can allow you to purchase directly the gear, but the fact that they don't even show that is a fucking disgrace. A second point that I wanted to see, because they did show the map, and if they showed the map, they have to have shown this. Let me see if I can check real quick. Again, incredible stuff by the developers. It's insane how easily you can fuck up a live stream, really. Okay, there we go. Let me see if they show or not. Press M. Where's the stamina? Did they remove the stamina system? Where's the stamina? Did they hide it? Where's the stamina? Did they remove stamina? Is that what happened? Where's... Is that why they didn't show the dungeons? Also, another thing that they added that now is annoying is you constantly have a fucking banner on the top right. Lovely. Thank you. That we needed that. And they have seemed to have removed characters as well, such as an array. The UI looks mostly the same. Again, this guy keeps gooning to the models. They did show the gacha, but we already knew from the previous commentary. They changed the appearance of these. They seem to have added artifact-specific gacha pulls. That's odd as well. They did say they have like 500 and something pulls across the 1.0 version. Again, this looks to be about the same. Again, the skills had the issue of being super weird and not converting materia as well. They seem to have changed the monsterlings on how many you can equip them. I did find it odd that the devs were trying to hide weapon effects from the viewers, but accidentally showed it. That's also a odd thing that they specifically told them not to do. Such as this one, they never showed the traits. It seems like they still kept the element resistances on the traits. Like, not even the developer accounts are able to get good traits. Love to see that. Monsterlings seem to have a possibility of being crafted directly now. I don't remember if that was really a thing before, but again, this material was in the beta, so I'm pretty sure this was still a thing there. But again, this just means that they still have a bit of a awkward monsterling system. At least they now show the recipes for each monsterling. I'm pretty sure these were not there. They they talked about Dimension Rift, but they didn't show anything about Dimension Rift. That's also
네네네.
interesting. See, here's when he accidentally shows the weapon effects. Why can he not show the weapon effects? I don't know. They showed the collectibles and like this is the index. They show again Conquest again only still has 3 attempts a day. They just have 102 because they're developer accounts. The devs didn't know what characters to use on their own showcase, which was awkward as well. They showcased Flare and Mina on a wind boss fight. It's again super weird. Like, they were having difficulty showcasing their own characters. They kept talking about Francis, but they don't use Francis. Right? Like, they don't tell us the names of each character. They don't say anything about who they are or what they do or all that stuff. They kind of just throw us in there. Like, and she is a male assassin. Yeah, she assassinates all the males and all their possibilities of showing up in future updates. Because, yes, they did admittedly say that they don't plan on releasing any more males because people weren't liking it.
아니 근데 지금
이제 먼저 좀 공개
이 개봉하자마자
Like,
선물 풀듯이 택배 풀
한 캐릭터
again, let's see. Yeah, it sounds about right. The YouTube comments are like, oh, yeah, let's go gooning. Let's go W devs gooning. Let's go W gooning. Like, these people are legit Neanderthals if they only see gooning. Like, the thing is, when people ask for games to be super goonery, bro, just go jack off. Legit. Like, me personally, I can't play hentai games. You know why? Because I'm too busy playing the game than actually focusing on gooning. You know, like the roguelike that I talked about the other day. I was more busy on the roguelike that I completely forgot that there was actually a secondary romance option that I needed to fucking play. Like, I'm sorry. I'm here to look at my characters to be cool, cute, do fun stuff, the game being fun, like being interesting to play, like having an interesting progression system, having an interesting story, having cool voice acting, like all these. Like, if the character is gooner, sure. Like, sure, some characters can be gooning, like focused, like games do have that, like the sex appeal characters, but like they don't have to do that to every fucking character. I'm sorry, but the fact that the first like 30 minutes of gameplay footage was the dev constantly trying to sneak pencil pictures of every fucking character
잠깐만요. 우리 지금
is annoying. Like, I'm sorry, I want to look at what the characters do. Like, look at this fucking guy. Look, he's constantly trying to zoom at, like, oh, armpits, and then, oh, here's a panty shot. And every time he's constantly doing that. Like, see, oh, here's a panty shot. And then he goes again, another panty shot. Oh, more armpit shots. And let's go to this character. Hey, here's more panty shots. Oh, look at this one. This one has a mole on her near her armpit. Like, it's fine to have characters that are gooner bait. Again, look, bro. Look at it. Like, you can't see him because I'm blocking him. Look at how serious he is looking into his monitor to get this gooner shot. Like, to get the pants shot. Like, look at him. He is dead on serious, looking at the screen, a smile on his face. Oh my god. I'm going to give a pencil shot to everyone on the live stream. And I'm gonna do it 6 more or 7 more times throughout the live stream. Bro, fucking relax.
그러면 지금 그 시간의 흐름에 따라서 다양한 연출이 가능하겠네요.
네, 네, 맞습니다.
네,
그러니까
이게
어디서 보셔도
Like,
착한 BM이다 보니까
again, it is disappointing because the game has a lot of potential. But if I'll log in on the 15th to see if anything actually changed because these devs didn't show shit. Legit, never do this type of live stream ever again, Netmarble. Like, that's my legit only feedback. Don't do this ever again. First of all, the energy was awkward because you have two obviously introverted, one of them being most likely a pervert as well, and like a very extroverted girl in the middle. Like, she's trying to raise like the morale and like to have them talk very fast and stuff. But like, they are clearly two awkward guys, one of them being an open pervert. The fuck is the potential talking about? The animations, the combat, and the smoothness of it all felt very nice on the closed beta test. And the story also showed promise. They just had a bit of inconsistency with like dialogue options and like some dialogue animations, but overall, those are pretty good. The English voice actors are also pretty good. You know, that kind of stuff. But like the devs showed none of that.
이러면 또 이 게임
They showed combat at the end, but they showed against bosses that like barely did anything when they're playing also maxed out characters. Like, what? Smooth go from super well animated. Also, did they change her eye color? I just noticed that. Are they green here? No, they're purple. Just way more brighter. Super proper dialogue. Everything's super nice. This is my video. Out of nowhere, they'll be like just staring you to your blank face, looking at forgot. But then in combat, the smoothness of combat, and an interesting like building mechanic, which is the monster. Also, they did remove it. They remove it, quote quote. They did change it. Now you have multiple monsterlings. You only had one, so they made building characters even harder. Okay. The gear specifically, you do, but it's not really weapons or any gacha weapons as you see. So they did change your I guess this is why they changed, like they were like, oh, don't show the weapon effect, because this is the old effect of that weapon where you would use a special skill and now you do wind damage, and they changed it to being if a character is from the assassination type, you get extra bonuses. Also, this was one of the issues that I had, and I'm pretty sure the reason that they didn't show any more weapon effects is because of this. Where essentially the signature weapons were fully signature and they would not be able to be really shared with anyone else. It's because, like, oh, this weapon specifically increases this character's ultimate gauge and, like, gives her buffs specifically to her. Again, awakenings still very much don't, or you can't remove them. That was like one of the most requested things for the game. They didn't listen to that. The skills look the same. See, this is what I mean. They removed the stamina system from the map, and I don't know why. Why did they remove the stamina system from there? That is a very key feature, no pun intended, that is actually shaped like the key. And the fact that they removed it from the screen and instead like not mention it at all is definitely questionable. They did not show requests, by the way, even though I'm pretty sure they do have them here on the menu. Let me see if, again, this fucking guy. Yes, they still have requests. You can still see here. They didn't show requests. These are very key to upgrading your characters if they didn't add new ones. We have no way to find out because the devs didn't talk about it. They mentioned nothing about breakthrough realistically. They only said, oh, breakthrough is a good way to get power. That is the quests. Here again, they removed the conquest gear from this. Again, it could possibly be that they simply made it so that you get a currency that you buy gear then afterwards, instead of you specifically finding the boss. It could be that possibility, but it is also real. Like, it is true that they did increase the amount of stages and reduce the rewards of the stages until the final one. So now the max stage is level 7, not level 5. No, level 4. Right. So they did add more stages, which makes it harder to reach that final stage faster because you only get to do these 3 times a day. So to get max difficulty, you will not be able to get it quite fast. You'll have to take like 2 weeks to fully unlock every max difficulty. Again, the bosses still very much have elemental weaknesses and elemental resistances. They didn't show here, but Amon, the boss that he fought, has a very big mechanic of you not being able to hit shit while he is doing his ability. Unless you have a wind character, which is probably why they included Esther on this fight, and they're only doing the level 40 version. So this boss essentially had a mechanic that if you don't interrupt him, he simply one-shots you and he takes no damage from other elements outside of wind. You can probably see the name. She's only doing 167, while Esther's doing 5,000, 15,000. Right? Anything that isn't wind is doing like 10% of the total damage. This one is have 3 of 2 1 because okay, this is me talking about how the fact that I cleared everything on the map and I got basically nothing for it. And the fact that they do still have quick battles, they did mention that. They do still have sweep. It's not that I don't like sweep, it's more that I find it that if you're gonna have a sweep feature for your gameplay, like one of your gameplay moments, you have to add gameplay outside of that. And they have only added 2 dimension rifts, and it's more likely than not that dimension rifts are also time gated by a currency. Also, this is Naray. Part of the game, because this game has another issue which I'll get into. We might deal no damage or they have too much HP. Also, yeah, I talked about the level scaling being very weird in this game. I talked about how monsterlings are quite possibly one of the most terrible gearing systems, quite possibly up there, like 2 times worse than the Stegosaurus system. And if you know how much I hate the Stegosaurus emblem system, you know how bad I hate this fucking gearing system here. Again, I talked about how fucking awful the system is, how bad the gearing system is. Also, this is a better showcase of Naray. Again, they removed this character for some reason. I mean, I did shit talk her kit, mostly because her numbers were stupid. She's a shielder that only shields you for 450 health, while hits deal like 4,000 damage. This is me still talking about monsterlings and how awful they are. Me talking about how races should not be locked behind specific monsters that you can't objectively obtain. And the fact there's nothing to do. And again, if anyone thinks I am just hating too much on the game, like today and on this live stream, listen, this is me the day before. Quote-unquote review that since then have been known to change. So in one of the videos, not the previous live stream, but one in between months, they actually did mention the issue that I have with conversions. They were going to reduce the amount that you need for. This is a DevCom from like 3 months ago. Convert items to higher grade. If not mistaken, they also mentioned the amount of gold that you needed. Again, this is from months ago. That also, I mentioned that the Dimension Rift. Like, again, they showcased Dimension Rift on this letter here 2 days ago, but they only showed a little bit of it. They didn't show much. Again, all that we can see is there's a currency up here that you use to enter the rift. It seemed like it had currency, like I showed Conquest having. And so you go into this dungeon, you kill a bunch of creatures, and then you get a bunch of monsterlings from. And again, they showcased. They're only at least as far as we can see here, they show that you can only get green tier monsterlings on this one. We don't know if there's any more higher difficulty stages. They don't show us that for some forsaken reason, but they show that you can only get green monsters, which is ridiculous to say because the max quality is yellow. So it follows gray, green, blue, purple, and then yellow. And while you're trying to get the grades higher, you also want their traits to go higher, which follow the same color grading: gray, green, blue, purple, yellow. And you have to get these stats randomly or through other monsters that have them already. So what you end up trying to do is mix your current monstering that you like with the effect that you like with a monsterling that has the stats that you like, and then you pray to the gods that you get the monsterling that you had by default but with the traits of the other character. They seem to have not fixed that issue in the sense that they didn't mention it. So you would think that that would be a key feature to mention, like, oh, is there a way to lock monsterlings still? Did they change that way? Do we still have issues with the amount of stats that they're going to show? They didn't do any of that. They spent 30 minutes getting to like 2 characters and then showed a bit of gameplay in the last 10 minutes. If Netmarble is unironically trying to take this game serious as like a potential game that they want to invest a long time, I don't see how this live stream showcases any of that. What they did showcase, though, however, is that there are more than enough leaning towards the incels of gacha communities. And you can say, oh, duh, every gacha is doing that. Let's be honest, no, they're not. It is incredibly weird, in my opinion, that they are so openly gooning to characters that people are trying to take them serious for. Like, it's one of those things where they're definitely going design first, the personalities afterwards. And that is disappointing. Because again, like I said, I think that the story is definitely solid. They have good voice actors. The combat felt great. It had smooth animations. It shows a lot of promise. But the developers don't see promise in that sense. Instead, they see it, oh, how can I sell more of this character to the, and let's be honest, Korean incels that only want female characters to goon to. And it was plenty obvious that that's what they want to do by the fact that they automatically admitted that, no, we don't want to add more male characters so that people don't think that the female characters can be attracted to them. It is definitely weird that they just openly admit that. Other game companies also do that, let's be honest here, but they also try to be at least a bit more subtle when it comes to that. Like, I'm not saying that, oh, I'm a big husbando guy and all that, but I do like variety in the characters that I play, that including different genders. I know, crazy. But the fact that they are openly saying, no, we don't plan on adding more male characters unless the story really demands it, because we want to avoid coupling. That is just an odd statement from a developer that supposedly is making a game that they find themselves fun, interesting, with a cool story. And the fact that they're openly shooting themselves in the knee for that, just to avoid suspicions of potential coupling, is interesting. Because again, they still have male characters. They're just not going to add any more, probably because they got a bunch of feedback on their Twitter after they showcased them, yelling at them because the Korean incels were not enjoying the fact that there are male characters here. They're not the first ones to do this. Again, Blue Archive is known for that as well, for not adding any male characters, because not even NPC male characters, because they are afraid that the self-insert character will stop getting the highlight and all that stuff. But it's still disappointing nonetheless. Will I still play? I'll probably log in for an hour, see how the game actually plays, see if any of the changes that they for some reason didn't point out actually happened, and decide the fate for myself on Mongil Star Dive that day. Because again, this live stream didn't tell us anything other than things we already knew or already suspected. But yeah. You're not sold, I'm gonna go sleep. Yeah, that's valid. Again, I'll just leave a comment here. Mm. Um. Mm. Sorry, I'm just writing a comment down here on their video. Conquest is still very restricted and very limited to 3 days.
Itani Losan.
Thank you, Apollo. What else do I want to specifically mention here? Um. Within show the new areas, they barely showed new characters. Hmm. What else? What else? What else can I mention? What else can I mention? Monsterlings still seem. What else? What else do I want to mention real quick? What else do I want to mention real quick? Hi there, Renee. Oh, I forgot. I'm just trying to see what I really want to mention. Also, if not mistaken, like these characters are max duped, right? They showed her their character selects, and they were max duped. Yes, because they have the well. Like, look at that. He's still like going through the fucking panties. This live stream. Yeah, like sorry about me going silent there and talking about that, like putting out this comment. I just think it is necessary for the devs to really get that information, even if at the end of the day they probably don't listen to global, and that's why they're still very much focusing on the Korean incels, which is weird. We'll see. Like, I'll post this on their Discord as well. Where's their feedback thing? Oh, they removed the feedback. Again, weird that they didn't really tell much, you know. Give me a second. I got DM'd, so I gotta listen. Didn't even try to pretend to listen. That's what I find it weird. Like at least in one change. Well, the moderator told me I could post it on general. But we'll see. Again. It is quite possible that it's just them ignoring global, right? It is quite possible that that is the case. But it's still disappointing nonetheless, right? It is still disappointing. But you know, we'll see, right? Again, at the end of the day, Ned Marble just doesn't give a fuck about global most of the time, so it's not shocking that they would do this for this game as well. Actually, the Discord, their global Discord actually seems reasonable people. Like, they're not all gooners, like, instantly doing all that stuff. Like, I just sent the Discord message and they seem to be like, okay, I understand what you're saying. But like, it is just incredible that 99% of all feedback was fully ignored. Mm. Give me a second. I don't know. Again, it's like I don't think I'm being too harsh with the game. I feel like I'm being very fair with what I got to see from the closed beta test and this live stream. But we'll see. Also, so just this is just so people are aware what I'm talking about. Like people are like talking decently well. Some are trying to like give some points, but they still realistically see what I'm trying to say. But here's the other thing here. Conquest is annoying, but they also added auto clear. Again, Laxus is the moderator, and they said they will try to give this feedback to the team. I don't know how much they actually will, right? I don't know how much the moderator actually has a say on these things. A lot of the times, moderators are just community members that got elected to be moderators, and not actually, like, for example, people that actually get paid. They do have community managers here, but they are nameless, right? They don't have nameless. We'll see. Again, here's the thing though. While April being filled with like releases of gacha games and normally being bad because you want to give each gacha game its time, if Mongil Stardive is not great and as it is showcasing to not looking amazing, NTE comes out on the 29th. So I will only have to deal with possibly 2 weeks of not great gameplay. But we'll see. Hell, I might just quit the game even earlier than that, really. Because again, I have the stream unlisted, so y'all can't technically see it. But let me show you here. But I do have the VODs of those streams still saved on my YouTube. They're just unlisted because copyright, you know, the usual great stuff of me. But like, the issues that I found with Mongil Stardive were basically immediate. It was on the second day. Like, the issues that I found were basically immediately on the second day, right? I still have the characters here, or the game here. Again, you see this character was there already. Nothing on arcade seems to have changed. Not even a ultimate. Nothing here, really, that has changed. It's just I found those issues immediately right away with the game, right? And the fact that I found those issues right away on the first like 1 day of completed dailies plus like stuff does not bode well to the actual game. And the fact that they didn't change anything from it, it seems like, or the changes were very minimal at least, it very much seems like they didn't give a single damn about the feedback from closed beta test 2, and it was only really there just so for publicity and not actual changes. Or if they did actually listen to changes, they only listened to the Korean side, which again, not shocking. Many other gacha games done that. Right? It's, you know, it's just one of those things where you kind of just have to deal with it. Like, some games are just not going to be aimed at you, and that's fine. But I think the issue is it's not that the game isn't aimed at me. It's more that the game isn't aimed at anyone other than gooners that will drop this game for the second another gooner game comes out. Right? So this game is it seems like this game is very short-term minded, which is a shame because, like, again, like I said, the combat is fun, the animations are good, the story looks solid, they have great voice actors in the game, right? They have all of that. But they are still falling for the same pitfalls that every other Gunner game that listens to the incels of their community happens to again. They end up with worse shortcomings, worse games, worse communities, very toxic communities if anything, and no one ends up having any fun with the game. Give me a second. Right? And again, I'm no one to say that a community is better than other ones, but there are objective communities that are better than other ones. Let's be honest here, right? Like any community that is like Gacha Grayly, for example, very toxic, very incel-y, never ends up good. Like, it is very common for these incel communities to end up making everything about the game toxic, and even just talking about it is super toxic. So yeah. Like, for example, Blue Archive would be a much popular game if the community wasn't so like cannibalistic per se. Like, I'm not even saying, oh, the lolicons and that stuff, ew kind of stuff. No, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, they are just very cannibalistic. They will eat their own if they showcase a hint of a wrong of opinion, you know? But yeah. Again, we'll see. Only time will tell. Also, see, this is what I mean. An Array and Mina were out at the same time. But yeah. I'll probably settle, like, off stream, just record a better, more cohesive on the live stream and my thoughts on Mongil Stardive and how I think it will probably end up doing about it, and just if I play it long term, if I do any content around it. Probably not from the looks of it. As much as I like the character designs and all that stuff and the gameplay, like combat specifically and animations, there are a lot of things here happening at the moment that are very iffy, show no promise, are very likely to be very short-term minded. I'm not saying that the game will EOS, by no means. If it has Gooners, their Gooners will end up funding it, even if it's not a lot. And at the end of the day, it is a not marble game, so they do have like secondary funding that they can get from, even if the game doesn't do very well at the beginning. But it will probably be one of those games where people are like, oh, there's this ad and it's probably AI. That kind of stuff. But yeah, stream, I do have to end it here. I am being called to have dinner. Tomorrow is the Arknights Enfield stream, and no, Stellasaurus stream, and also the Arknights stream, actually, right? It's both of them are tomorrow, right? Let me check. Yeah, so Stellasaurus tomorrow at 19 o'clock, but that's for JP, so that's like 11 a.m. for me, or 11 or midday. And then you have Infield at when is Infield? Give me a second. At 17:30. Okay, 30 minutes of separation. That's lovely. I'm gonna be able to keep up with both. Yeah, amazing. I'll probably just watch the Stellasaurus one first and then watch the Enfield one. The Stellasaurus ones don't tend to be that long. If not mistaken, the last one was only 1 hour. So we'll see. Sadly, I did get spoiled on the possible characters of Enfield. Although this time it was actual followed with proofs, not just a beta or just a leaker, quote unquote, guessing. I did get accidentally shown the content on Twitter. It is what it is. At this point, I'm just gonna accept that it is going to be leaks and that I am going to be shown them against my will. It is what it is. People just have no control over their own body, apparently, and they just can't control themselves from putting leaks and content that is not supposed to be shown on their, for example, on their thumbnails. But yeah, that is it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching the stream, even though it is a short one, only 2 hours. It's just that I'm trying to follow a more specific schedule, because at the moment I should have been actually drawing for my course. And then I have a 1 hour book reading session. Again, call me a nerd. I'm trying to get a proper schedule and fix up my life. And that stuff. So I do have to end it here. Again, also for dinner. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a good morning, good evening, a good afternoon, or a good night, of course, whatever that might be. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.